Welcome back, friends, to the Lonely Hearts Club. I am here on Valentine's Day weekend, all by my lonesome. I am doing the stream because Cody is out having date night. Mark is sick. I believe David's probably out celebrating his birthday and having a romantic evening with the wife. And I haven't heard from Phil, so it is just me. Anyway. I hope that everyone's having a good evening. No idea really what I'm going to do tonight. But I figured I would do the stream just because why not? You know, surely someone will want to watch. But at any rate, like I said, I don't really know what I'm going to discuss or anything. If anyone does show up, and wants to come on, I'd be happy to stream with someone from the chat. But for now, I guess I'm just gonna chillax. I put in Troll 2, and I thought that might be fun to do like a commentary on. David's horse says guitars. Patrick says, hey, David will be on in a minute. Okay, that's cool. So, hey, how are you doing, Patrick? Join me and Patrick tomorrow on Night Watch Zone channel as we discuss Welcome to Willits. I have not watched it yet. Tonight is the night I'm going to watch it. So I got to admit, the trailer does not look super compelling, but Patrick did say that it was a trip. So we will see. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, we're going to be discussing that as we do every month. We discuss an IFC film with that group. It's me, him, Knight from Night Watch Zone, and Coriander also from Night Watch Zone. So that will be happening tomorrow, I believe, at 5 p.m. on Night Watch Zone's channel. Come join us. Those are always really fun discussions. Patrick does confirm it's a trip for sure. I mean, the trailer looks pretty cheesy, man, and it's got some pretty, I don't know, lacklusterous reviews, I would say, on the internet. So we'll see. But I am going to watch it nonetheless, and I'm sure it will lead to an interesting discussion whether the film was good or bad. So, Mr. Bones, what's up, dude? How you doing? Yeah, I guess since I'm going to be waiting for David here, maybe I won't do a Troll 2 commentary, but I thought it would be fun. But maybe I'll just show off this awesome Midnight Classics Troll 1 and 2 limited edition book of the calzone. It's not really a calzone, guys, but it is the Midnight Classics Troll 1 or 2. It comes in this hard box media book. Very cool. There is that old school Troll artwork. Now, Troll is a movie that I used to watch all the time as a youngster, man, back in the 80s. And it was pretty cool, man. I thought the effects were pretty cool. It was an interesting story. And I felt like it was a movie that most parents felt comfortable having the children watch, you know? So it's sort of like a good little gateway into like a monster / horror film. Here it is. It comes with these 2 cards: Troll Apartment for Rent, Inquire Within, and Troll 2, the kid on the stairs with that creepy troll behind him. There's the back, Midnight Classics. And then, hey, popping the popcorn. Mr. Bones says, Nilbog, indeed. I thought it was pretty ridiculous when I saw that the place that they were. Okay, this movie is crazy. I was supposed to sort of like do a quick review on the Deadly Venom stream that I did on Thursday on Night Watch Zone's channel, but I didn't get too far into it. But what a weird fucking just general premise for this. You have like a family exchange program where they like go to like this farming community to stay in this family's house, and that family's supposed to go stay in the big city or some shit. Pretty crazy. Phil, Creepy Vids in the house. What's up, Phil? Maybe he will join us streaming in a bit, but maybe not. Who knows? But anyway, just batshit crazy movie, but it was a lot of fun. Here is the inside of this media book. There is the disc, obviously, is in the player, and it also comes with best worst movie documentary, which I've heard is a great documentary, and I've been meaning to check out, but haven't had a chance to watch it yet. And then Keith in the Heezy. What's up, Keith? Just showing off the Midnight Classics Troll 1 and 2 media book here. While I wait for people to come stream. Keith, you want to stream, homie? I will send you a link. Hold on a second. Anyway, the this media book. Oh, look at that guy. Let me see. Sometimes these media books are half in Italian, because this is an Italian release, and half in English. Let me see if this is actually in English at all, or if it is all just Italian. Looks like all Italian. What a batshit crazy movie, though. But it was a lot of fun. Still, my favorite worst movie remains Night Killer. I love that movie. That one I feel is like truly Mark of Horror. What's up in the chat? Still got the COVID. Yeah, unfortunately, Mark has COVID. Tested positive, both him and Wonder Wife. But his spirits seem pretty up, and he doesn't seem to be in any immediate danger. All right, Keith, hold on one second, dude. So that is cool. And hopefully he'll feel better soon, man. I've known a few people that have gotten COVID. I do know one person that passed away from COVID, unfortunately. And that was Vance Capley, who was a YouTuber friend of mine. Really cool dude. Just a fucking shame, man. But I have like a collection of t-shirts that he designed, mostly Godzilla and Godzilla mashup related. So I think of him every time I wear one of those shirts. Anyway, sorry to bring the stream down, but R.I.P. Vance Capley, man. He was a good dude. And like I said, the only person I know who has passed away. But anyway, I sent Keith the stream link, so hopefully he'll be joining me shortly. Always super fun to stream with Keith. Of course, you guys are all familiar with Keith from Euphoria Pictures. His channel's been blowing up, man. And look who we got here. What's up, dude?
Speaking of media books.
Ooh, there you go. American Werewolf in Paris. Now, neither me nor David were able to get the awesome one that we wanted.
Yeah, I was late pulling the trigger, so I had to settle for the second choice.
Yeah.
It's still a pretty good little media book.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm a sucker for media books. Drew from the brand newly titled Do Your Thing Cuz channel in the stream, formerly, hey, isn't that Devon Graham in the chat? How's it going, dude?
All right,
I see he had liquidated his collection, his physical media collection mostly, and is now sort of rebuilding. So it's always nice to see. It's just fun to build a collection, you know?
Yeah, I watched Drew's video about an hour ago. You got some cool stuff.
The Schlocky pickup.
Yeah.
I mean, he was talking about the sort of quality of DVDs. Some DVDs don't look too bad, but for the most part, the difference between DVD and Blu-ray is substantially noticeable, I think.
Yeah.
Not to say that you can't watch a DVD and enjoy it, but yeah. Happy birthday, dude.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, David's birthday on the 10th. You had a good one?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I got a couple albums. Got a new guitar pedal from my daughter. You got me the awesome strobe tuner.
How do you like that thing?
I like it quite a bit. I've actually been using it a lot, and I can tell a difference a little bit.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, it's that major third on the fucking B string every time you hit it with standard A440 tuning. It like, just like,
yeah.
But with the sweetened GTR tuning, it's a lot better. Brad in the house. What's up, Brad? Bronco Juggalo talks movies. Phil says he's donating his whole collection to charity and starting over. That makes sense. It feels like it's about time that Charity got it.
I'm changing my name to Charity, by the way. Did you freeze? Okay, I think Ben might have frozen.
Here I am.
There he is.
Sorry, I don't know what happened. Yeah, David's gonna change his name to Charity so you can get some of that sweet Phil's Creepy Vids collection. Mr. Bones says Casey sent him a DVD of Gamera the Brave. That's a fun movie, man. It's like a children's movie, but it's really fun. I enjoyed it quite a lot. I did a review of it on my channel a long ass time ago, I think. But anyway, he says upscaled, it looks pretty good. I had ordered a new amp that was supposed to be out for delivery today from UPS, and I've been sitting here waiting diligently. And I've watched on the map the truck go basically like in a spiral from close to my apartment to out to the fucking Berkeley to back in again, and it's still not here. It's supposed to get here at 6.
Yeah,
and they don't need a signature to leave it. So whenever that comes, I'm gonna make a run downstairs and grab that shit.
Oh, absolutely, especially after what happened to your
movie,
whatever you bust you ordered.
I did get a new one, and it was half price on. It was like half off, so that was cool. Keith,
hey,
what's up, dude?
How's it going? How are you?
Doing great.
Great stuff. I only just literally went onto your stream there, and you were showing off the Troll Midnight Classics.
Yeah,
and I was like, yeah, it looked actually fantastic.
I mean, Midnight Classics, they're all great.
Yeah, they really are. Now, when did you pick that up?
Like a year ago or something. Like a long time. I've had it for a long time.
I thought it was actually just new.
No, I do have an order that I'm going to place. I haven't placed it yet, but a pretty big order with this German company for a bunch of media books and shit. So,
right, I have something huge coming. No, I mean huge. Now, I thought the Evil Dead bust that I showed off was big, but this is even bigger.
Okay.
And to make it even better, I got it for an incredible price. Do you know the Puppet Masters box set? Do you remember it came in
Toulon's trunk?
Yeah. No, I thought I missed my chance to get that. But apparently there's a company in America called, I think they're called Full Moon Pictures. Is that what they're called?
Yeah, that's who does the Puppet Master series.
Yeah. They're doing a sale on it at the moment for $120.
Oh, that's cheap.
And so I was actually able to get it. I think it worked out around 100, and including postage, I think I got it for around €180. So
now, I remember because that was sold out for a long time, and it was going pretty good prices on eBay, as things do, and then I saw that they did a reissue or a restock of it.
Right.
And I was like, ooh, should I pick that up? But strangely enough, I'm not a big fan of the Puppet Master movies.
Neither am I.
It doesn't even matter, You got it.
I've only seen maybe one or two of the movies in the whole franchise.
Like after the first 3, I couldn't give a rat's ass about the movies at all. But it's just something that I desperately wanted.
I mean, it's sweet looking.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's deluxe as fuck.
Yeah, I know it's going to be great when I get it. It's something I desperately wanted, and of course I have that Burbs edition that you showed as well.
Oh yeah,
on Instagram. I have that coming out as well.
Yeah, man. I know that's a favorite of yours from back in the day.
Yeah, I've taken a bit of a gamble on it because you showed it on Instagram, but when I went on to Amazon Germany, I noticed that they said that it was a brand new HD master on that edition. Now, I have the Arrow video edition of it, and I hate the picture quality is terrible. So I'm kind of hoping it's a marked improvement over the Arrow video, but it could end up being the same picture. I honestly don't know.
I don't have the Arrow release, so I can't.
Yeah. How did it look on your end? Did it look?
I mean, it looked fine.
Really?
Right.
My like Arrow videos release of it looks like a DVD. If I'm being totally honest now, it looked very poor. and that's so. I'm hoping, fingers crossed,
What's
that it's a
the
marked improvement.
what is the shittiest Blu-ray that you own?
The Burbs.
Is it The Burbs? Really?
It's definitely it's probably the most disappointed. Because again, it's like I told you, it's one of my favorite comedies of all time.
Yeah.
And when I got it off Arrow, and Arrow's very reliable when it comes to their transfers.
Absolutely.
So when I knocked this on, it was just absolute crap. So I'm hoping that this media book is going to be better. Please God.
I mean, it didn't look bad to me.
Okay.
So.
Okay, I'll have to wait and see. It'll be here on Friday anyway. So I have a couple of media books coming from Germany.
Nice.
I do. So I have that Jeepers Creepers trilogy.
Oh yeah.
Coming as well, and I got that Stir of Echoes.
Okay.
As well coming. So
that's a movie I still haven't seen actually.
It's a good movie. I like it.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Yeah, I like it.
That's what everyone keeps saying. I didn't hear much about it when it came out, but since it came out, it seems like a lot of people in the horror community really enjoy it. So
yeah, I do like Kevin Bacon. I like a lot of nearly everything that Kevin Bacon's in. So and this was a good. If you love your kind of psychological thrillers, I think you'll like this.
Yeah, I like psychological thrillers.
Yeah. I think you'll get something out of this movie.
It kind of came on the heels of The Sixth Sense, so it's kind of got a little bit of that feel to it.
Yeah, very good. That's actually I think it kind of, it was almost hidden in the shadow of that Sixth Sense release. I think kind of when it came out, it didn't really do that well. It was kind of forgotten about.
Yeah, maybe that's why I didn't really pay too much attention.
There you go. It could be.
It came out in like the late 2000s. Is that right?
I would say early to mid 2000s.
That's what I was going to say as well. I was going to say early 2000s.
I'm sure it could be. Hobbs in the house. What's up, Hobbs?
Hey, Hobbs.
Let's see. Paul says that in Summer '84 are two of his favorite soundtracks last couple of years.
1999 is when it came out.
Damn.
Oh, by the way, sorry. Happy birthday, David. I know I sent you a message, but
yeah.
I can say it face to face. Yeah. I hope you had a good one.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, good.
I was mentioning in the chat, Paul also had the birthday on the same day as mine. So.
Oh wow!
Happy birthday to Paul.
Happy birthday, Paul.
Paul, I don't think he's a Sasquatch though. I know David's half like quarter Sasquatch, so. But yeah, I think I'll check it out at some point.
Yeah, I went to that Moonfall.
Oh wow. Yeah, you did not like that one.
Oh really?
Wow, that is one. We were going to go to Jackass.
Yeah.
For Jackass Forever and on Moonfall. And I kind of said to Ellen, I was like, you know what? Moonfall might be a stupid movie, but you'll get a great spectacle, a great visual treat. My God, I was so wrong. Every facet of that movie is just shit. I never seen crap like it. I can't say nothing about the movie, but I'm not kidding you. Is when you find out why the moon is on a collision course with Earth, when they actually explain why it's on a collision course. It's like the premise alone is batshit crazy, but he takes it like 3 or 4 steps even fucking crazier when they explain why it's on a collision course. It's just the most fucking ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
I mean, I expect a movie like that to be pretty ridiculous, though.
No, it just trust me, you won't believe how ridiculous this goes. It takes it to new lengths of ridiculous. Yeah, terrible.
Has it gotten panned by critics? I haven't checked.
Yeah. I think it's done now. I think that there was a day when everyone used to love your disaster movies, but I think they're done to death now, and I think it needs to just be laid to rest. I think it's you just can't make these films kind of. I think what's it called? Do you remember the Gerard Butler one that came out? What's it called? Greenland.
Greenland, yeah.
That was probably the last one I've seen now where I kind of went, right, at least they've done something a little different with that. They kind of focus more on the aspect of people just trying to survive it more than the actual comet itself. Yeah. It's and I thought that was good, but Jesus, these Roland Emmerich movies are just They're just god awful.
I mean, I think disaster films, there's like a long history tradition of them, you know?
It is. Again, I used to, the way I look at them, I used to always think that, like, look, 9 out of 10 times, you're just going to get a ridiculous storyline, but then you'll also get this kind of just this visual treat.
Sure.
But the problem with Moonfall was when you do watch it, everything they kind of show when it comes to visuals in it, you've kind of seen with Independence Day. What's it called? The Insurrection. Is that what's called? The last Independence Day movie.
Sounds right.
Yeah, everything that was visually splendor in Moonfall, you've already seen it in that movie, and that so there was no kind of real surprise, and that I've seen it again. It's just one of them films that you've just seen it all before.
Yeah, I actually hadn't seen the newest Independence Day.
Yeah. Well, you're lucky.
Yeah, I count myself as lucky.
Do what I do when it comes to, like, the Die Hard franchise. I have a blank. As far as I'm concerned, there's only 4 Die Hard movies. I've blanked out that 5th one.
Yeah.
And so that's what you should do at Independence Day. Just pretend there was only one of them and leave it at that.
Everything. There's no uprising, no insurrection. It's just. I mean, it was an unlikely sequel to come out though, so it was kind of interesting.
Which one?
The Independence Day one, because it had been the last one, right?
It was and again, when you watch Moonfall, there is elements that kind of remind you of that Independence Day movie in it. Even its ending of it does this thing. I can't say nothing, but it's just ridiculous. It has this real kind of they were definitely trying to open it to for a franchise, and thank God the film bombed in America, because I definitely don't want to see any more sequels to this movie.
It's just like every time a different moon is falling.
I can't say nothing.
Okay.
It's just that fucking crazy. I can't say nothing, and I don't want to spoil it for anyone. Okay. And that, in case, because people might get enjoyment from it. Me and Ellen, we were kind of looking at each other after an hour, and we were like, "Jesus, should have went to see Jackass." We could have, it's at least we would have got a bit of. We knew we would have enjoyed that.
Now, Jackass has been getting some hype, right?
Oh, it's getting incredible praise. I've actually seen 1 or 2 clips from it now, and I have to admit, it had me in tears laughing. I seen the one with the bear. Did you see that yet? No.
Nah.
Where one of the boys is tied down to a chair and they put honey and salmon all over him. And I think he thought that they were going to put bees or spees or something over him, but then all the boys leave the room and they bring in a bear. And it's a great scene. It's horror funny. It is. But we're kind of holding out. I think we're going to try and see it next week.
Did you watch the show back in the day?
Yeah, we were huge fans of it. Huge fans of it. It hasn't come over here. It's like when you watch this, look even at the sales of Jackass movies. Again, they made the bulk of their money over in the States, but it never really kind of done well over here. But me and Ellen, we always, from day one, we just took to it. I don't know what it is. We just loved it.
Hobbs says that the new Jackass has a great kaiju moment. He hears. I mean, I've enjoyed the movies that I've seen.
Yeah.
So.
Sorry, what did Hobbs say now?
It's got a great kaiju
moment.
I know exactly what he's talking about. I didn't see it, but I've heard. I know what the scene is, and it's very unique.
I mean, yeah, those guys are crazy. I mean, they're old too. Like, like there's just like I injure myself just like taking my dog downstairs. So I'd imagine that it'd be easy for them to get all fucked up now that they're ancient.
Well, Johnny Knoxville had brain damage during this movie.
Did he?
Oh wow.
Yeah, from he got hit by a bull, and apparently this injury that he got with that bull, that's it now. It's ended his stunt career. He's done now. He can't do any more.
Well, let's see. He is 50 years old. I mean, he should have quit maybe like, I don't know,
10 years ago.
Last time? Yeah.
And Steve-O, he's the last thing I saw him on was like an episode of, I don't know, some Gordon Ramsay show where they were both cooking and he was like tossing knives and drinking hot sauce straight from the bottle. I'm just like, oh my god! And no, he poured it into his eyes. What he did?
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
Yeah, he I don't know.
You have to give Steve-O credit though. In all fairness, like he's doing all this shit now sober.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you can imagine how hard it actually is on him now.
I think he's probably got like a stronger career now than he used to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Absolutely. It's amazing. It's and fair fucks to him because he stuck to it. Yes. Yeah. I actually even looked at the last Jackass movie, and I think they done a stunt in it. Remember, I think it was called the Gauntlet, where he went across. Remember that? It was kind of basically on a frying pan.
Yeah.
And he did say that when he got burnt and he got badly burnt, he said a normal person would ask for a painkiller. But he was that kind of committed to being sober that he wouldn't even ask for a painkiller.
Yeah.
You know, so you have to give credit to the chap.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he also had like a pretty public addiction, so some like sort of low moments in the public as well.
Absolutely.
But it's good to see that he's sticking with it, you know. That's hard.
Yeah, a lot of them are doing it, aren't they?
Yeah. Calvin says he was doing comedy shows for a while. Yeah, I think he's got like a successful YouTube channel.
Who does?
Steve-O.
Yeah. He has this thing where he drives around in like a bus or something like that, doesn't he? Or something. I don't know what it is. I thought I'd seen something where he drives around in a bus and he brings on a guest every now and again onto this bus, and he just interviews them or something like that. It's
Steve-O's Wild Ride. Looks like.
Oh, that could be it. That could be it.
Oh yeah, he's got 6.8 or 6.08 million subscribers.
Wow,
that's pretty good.
That's good. That's great.
I feel like, you know, if you have 6 million subscribers, you're doing pretty. I haven't seen his view count for his videos, but I imagine he's doing okay financially.
Yeah, absolutely. I imagine so.
I remember seeing Johnny Knoxville in a movie called We Summon the Darkness.
Yeah, he played the preacher dude.
Yeah.
No, I've never seen that.
It was a horror comedy, like a retro horror comedy. I thought it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Right.
It's got the girl from Texas Chainsaw 3D in it. I can't think of her name.
Ah, right. Okay.
But in this one, she was doing her own thing, cuz.
Right, I never heard of that. Again, Johnny Knoxville in a horror movie. That's a strange one.
Yeah, but it was a horror comedy too.
Yeah, horror. Yeah. So, are any of you interested in seeing that that Foo Fighters movie?
Oh yeah.
I don't know what to think. I will watch it.
I expect it to be like a Tenacious D movie, but I mean,
yeah,
I like Dave Grohl.
Yeah, I've actually got a lot of time for him. I think he's brilliant.
Paul's saying Steve-O, his dad is a top exec at Pepsi, so he was already rich.
Oh wow, I had no idea. I was meant to ask you, Ben, what was that song that you were singing today? That you put on Instagram today? It was really incredible. I'd never heard the song before though.
Oh, "Try Me" by James Brown.
Yeah, I never heard. Yeah, never heard
that. James Brown. He put that out in 1958. So before he was like the godfather of soul.
Yeah.
Great song.
I never heard that song before.
I mean, his version's slightly better than mine. Definitely check it out. I mean, it's a great song. It's a great one.
Yeah.
Oh, Eric's saying Danzig has a vampire western coming out.
Who?
Glenn Danzig. He's from the Misfits. And
okay.
He, of course, has put out a film that I've heard. Was it called Veronica? I think maybe. I've heard terrible things.
Was it Veronica?
Veronica, that's what it was.
Veronica, I never heard of it.
I've heard terrible things about his film career. So
right.
I would question his taste. I love the Misfits. His solo career stuff was good. Sam Hain and of course the Danzig stuff as well. I don't know if he's cut out for filmmaking though, but we'll see.
I heard a good one yesterday. Now I don't know what the film was called, I was talking to my friend John, Mondo Chelovic Movies.
Mm-hmm.
We just had a video chat there yesterday, but he turned around and he said to me that he bought these movies. It was two parts, and it was something like something female kung fu, or I can't think of what it was. But there was a part one and there was a part two, and he said he watched the first one and he said it was probably one of the worst things he's ever seen, you know. And then he said, well, look, I've watched the first one. I may as well watch the second one. Now, the first one was only 74 minutes long, where the second movie was 94 minutes long. And I'm not kidding you. When he told me this, I was in tears laughing. So he started watching the sequel anyway. And the main woman that was in the first movie, she was in prison in the second one. And she started telling about the story of the first movie. So all of a sudden, they've done a flashback. And they actually showed 40 minutes. 40 minutes of the movie, you know, and when the 40 minutes was done, it went back anyway to the prison cell, that this story that she was telling this woman, and then all of a sudden the other woman started telling a story as well, and all of a sudden they cut back and it showed the other 30 minutes. So the sequel was basically this first movie, and then they maybe added another 15 minutes of new footage onto it, and he said it was the most ridiculous thing he's ever seen. He said something very similar to remember that Silent Night, Deadly Night?
Yeah.
Remember the sequel to that? Apparently, there's supposed to be a pile of flashbacks and that, but he said it was just really ridiculous. He never seen anything like it. He basically watched the first film again.
And that's exactly what Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 was.
Yeah.
It's so bloody lazy. I was in tears laughing when he was saying it to me. It was brilliant.
Yeah, the Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 is like him talking to like a therapist. He's like,
yeah,
scale of low, and he's just like recounting the entire fuck. It's like a clip show. Like, remember back in the day on TV when they didn't have any ideas and they're like, oh, let's just do a clip show.
That's unreal.
We'll capture them in the walk-in freezer. They'll be stuck and they'll have to reminisce about old times or some shit.
Oh, I was desperate. I couldn't believe it. Could not believe it.
Have you seen Troll 2, Keith?
No, I've seen the first one, but the first one's bad enough, but the second one I heard is
the second one
absolutely ridiculous.
It's in a league all of its own, though. I mean,
oh really?
I actually would recommend it to anyone if you know what you're getting into. Yeah, it's like
right.
It's terrible, but it's like nonetheless, it's entertaining how bad it is.
Right.
Type of movie.
So it's that bad, it's good.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I never got around to getting that edition from Midnight Classics, but I definitely will pick it up. I've fallen behind a bit on them.
I got a metric fuck ton of Midnight Classics. I think I have them all at this point, except for the one that I'm really missing is the Big Trouble in Little China one.
It's hard to get. It's very hard to get. But are you getting the other ones though? They're apparently not bringing out new ones.
What was the which ones?
But you can't buy them off now. You can't buy them off Amazon Italy. Did someone tell me? Now I might be wrong with this. So it's Midnight Classics. No, do you know the way they're called Midnight Factory?
Yeah, that's like the parent company.
Yeah, but apparently they have now. It's Fun Factory, and
okay.
they're bringing out Village of the Damned is coming out.
Okay.
Oh, there was 3 good movies. I'm almost sure the House collection was on that as well. And there was another great movie they announced as well. I honestly can't remember it. Someone did leave a comment on one of my videos because they won't ship.
Right.
They won't ship over here, and they won't ship to the States either.
Well, you know, one thing that's worth mentioning is that it's Midnight Factory is part of like Koch Entertainment.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So like you can possibly get them on eBay Germany.
Maybe, yeah. Again, the only problem with that is it's
or you being like in Europe, you can get it directly from the Koch site.
Oh yeah, I never even thought of that. Funny enough, I never even thought of that. I must actually look into it because they are bringing out new ones. They're bringing out new editions. There was one film. I'm trying to think what it was. Someone left a comment on my video, and the minute they said this film to me, I instantly went, "Oh Jesus, I need this."
I just want to know what apartment, what number.
Can you just leave it downstairs, please?
I got this, Keith.
No, now you're breaking my heart.
Wow. You don't have this?
Oh, wow.
It was only like $35 on Scream's website.
Ben got it for me.
What?
He did. Yeah.
I paid more than that for it. What the hell?
Sorry.
I think it's only $35. It might have been a little bit more. I don't know.
Yeah, but yeah, Ben amazingly actually got that for me. All I'm missing now is They Live.
Yeah,
me too. I'm missing Big Trouble in Little China.
I did have that one.
Yeah, is that not still available, David?
I don't think it is.
Oh, I thought it was still available. Oh shit, right.
Yeah, man, I didn't get a chance to send that out to you yet, Keith.
Oh, but don't worry. I told you, Ben, no rush. Absolutely no rush.
I don't know if everyone knows, but I sent Keith They Live and Prince of Darkness Scream Factory sets already, plus Dirty Dancing 4K Steelbook, as well as, which turns out that apparently the transfer was bullshit.
Yeah, it was.
But as well as the Terrifier Steelbook. And
the
entire package has been lost. And what a pain in the ass, man. So I felt bad, so I ended up buying him Prince of Darkness because it was still available for a holiday gift, but then I haven't had a chance to send it to him yet.
No, it was great. I was absolutely blown away, and it definitely it was look, I said it to you numerous times. I think out of everything, I wanted that Terrifier Steelbook. When you told me you were sending me that, because I thought it was one of the nicest looking Steelbooks I've ever seen.
It's a cool.
When someone's sending you a gift, you always want the gift aspect of that package more than anything, and that so yeah, it sucked.
Yeah, that does suck. Plus, you've still never seen that movie, man.
No, I still haven't. And Davish actually said it to me before as well. I think you said it to me how great the movie is. It's a definite watch, a must watch. So just waiting to get it.
It also has, people are a little divided on it. I think most horror people I know love it, but there are some people who don't like it because there's not much story to it. So if you can't get into like a sort of old school slasher atmosphere that it provides, then you might not like it. But I loved it. Yeah,
but like I that's what, if you again I bought that collection. What was it called? Daniel Harris is in them. Oh my god, what are they called?
Halloween.
No. The other kind of franchise she's in.
Halloween.
Hatchet.
Yeah, Hatchet. That's it. Yes. And someone recommended that collection to me, and they told me the exact same thing you said. Look, if it's just an old school slasher. And I'm
not a fan of Hatchet, dude.
Did you not like it? Because I picked up the trilogy. I fucking loved it. I thought it was great.
It got better after the first one, I think, but
right.
I was pretty disappointed with the first one when I saw it.
Oh, really? Right. I really enjoyed the first one, believe it or not. It's just like I said, it did exactly what I was promised. It was just like your typical old school slasher movie, and I had a great time with them.
I think when it came out, that's how it was being marketed, like old school American slasher. But it was like not quite as old school as I thought it was going to be. It was more like from the late 80s, right? Slasher.
Yeah.
Or like the campier, cheesier, like I was thinking more like, The Burning, or like, so I thought it was going to be like serious,
Oh, I see. Okay. I was sold when someone turned around and said to me that you had Robert Englund, even though he's probably in the film around 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Then you had Kane Hodder, and you had Tony Todd. Where do I sign up?
Well, did you sign up for Death House? Because that is supposed to be truly, truly awful. The Expendables Four, and it has all three of those people in it, I believe.
I never heard tell of it.
Oh, you should definitely check it out and let me know.
Oh, really?
I haven't seen it. I've heard virtually nothing but the most awful shit about it ever.
Right. Okay.
It's supposed to be the Expendables of horror, though. It's got like basically Gunnar Hansen, I think, was involved in the making of it before he
Okay.
passed away, and so I think like he basically got like every like horror icon you can think of that's ever been a horror icon,
Right.
actor wise, to be in it. But then it's like just the most ridiculous bullshit ever I heard. So
Oh wow, it's a bit of a shame, that isn't it?
yeah, it's a shame.
Like you said, it's a great way to kind of like you said, the Expendables. Like it's the Expendables of horror.
Yeah,
It just sounds great. It really
sounds
does.
amazing. I think that people were disappointed. I got to go grab my pizza, guys. I'll be back.
Yeah, sure.
So Keith, I've been dying to ask you this. Have you watched *Malignant* yet?
Yeah.
What did you think?
I thought it was
I didn't
okay.
like it. I didn't like it.
I thought it was okay.
It was just okay for me too.
Now, the only thing I will say, I said this to a few people now. I was very sick. I actually had COVID when I watched it, and I wasn't feeling very well at all. So, when you're not well and you're watching a movie and you're not, But I thought it was okay. I've seen so much better. Ellen didn't like it at all.
I liked it. I thought it was just okay. I didn't like the way it ended. With them being conjoined and her,
Yeah, like people were saying, like, they were kind of going on about like a lot of people kept saying to me, "Oh, the twist," and it's not really a twist, is it? It's more just fucking stupid than anything. Like and to be honest, I felt the film lost its identity a bit. When the film first started, I kind of said I remember me and Alan, we were sitting there watching it, and we're like, oh, this has a bit of an Insidious feel to it.
Yeah.
And then when it got to the police station scene, and then I kind of turned around to Ellen and I went, right, okay, now I'm watching V for Vendetta.
Yeah.
It took me out of the movie. And I have to admit, I didn't get that. Everyone was talking about this, it had this kind of old school Italian horror feel. I didn't get that at all from it.
I didn't get it either. I mean, I'm probably not the person to talk about Italian films. I've only seen a handful, but yeah.
But I have seen, I've seen a few as well, and I've seen a lot. And I definitely did not get an Italian horror feel off that movie. I really didn't. I don't know where people were getting this from. I honestly don't. The soundtrack sounded a bit like old school Italian, and maybe that's what people were kind of being drawn to. I don't know, but it's definitely James Wan's. When going by his horror movies now, it's probably his worst horror movie.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, I wasn't nuts about it. Ben loved it. Like I said, I think yourself and myself are the only people that I know that weren't blown away by it. Everyone else loved it. And there was a friend of mine named Jason Bresh. He hasn't shut up talking about it since it came out. And he's still talking about it today. How much he loves it. He's obsessed with it. He actually went out and got and don't ask me how he managed this, but he actually got a VHS version of it. Really?
He was that obsessed with it. Yeah, he was fucking crazy. He just wanted to get every edition of it that he could. I didn't see it, me personally. I don't get it, to be honest.
I liked the first half of it, and then after the police, I was kind of like, all right.
Like we were sitting there watching it, and when I seen the scene with the police station, and this one took out at least 20 cops, and then the minute that scene ended, I instantly just turned around to Ellen and I said, "What the fuck was this one doing, running away from that detective?"
Yeah.
When she took out 20 of these motherfuckers, like it wasn't kind of making any sense to me. It was ridiculous, and the cast in it, them two cops were shocking. I thought their acting was terrible in it. It was it didn't sit with me. It really didn't. And I will watch it again, but I know, I might like it a bit more, but it'll never be a personal favorite of mine. I can tell. And that, so this is well, Ben's not here now. Ben will take the head off me. Oh, say no more.
Hey.
Hey, there he is. What will I do? Take your head off for not liking which one?
Malignant.
Oh, I loved it. Yeah.
Yeah.
People wouldn't. But
Yeah,
for
but
me, it's batshit crazy, and it just went like so far like into batshit crazy town that I was like, okay, I'm on board for this now. I didn't like it for the first part.
I said to Ben there, when that film first came out, everyone was talking about that. It has this real kind of old school Italian horror feel to it. Did you get that when you watched it?
No, did people say that?
Yeah. Oh my
too,
God,
yeah.
Ben. Oh, that's all people kept talking about.
Unless you're talking about the Quinn being dressed in like a black overcoat. I mean, that's really the only thing.
It's sort of like a surreal mystery where you have like a mysterious killer type thing happening. You don't really understand it. With a surprise twist, I can kind of see that. I mean, I certainly felt like there was homages being made in that, but I didn't really feel like they were too like Italian horror per se. But
I said to Dave, the one thing that kind of reminded me a bit is maybe the soundtrack of it. I kind of got a bit of Italian horror feel off the soundtrack of it, but that's about the height of it.
I got a Pixies vibe.
I got a Pixies vibe. Yeah. Now, what's interesting about that is like I was talking to David about it after I watched it, because the theme is a Pixie song, right? Where's My Mind? But it's changed just enough that I wasn't sure if it was they were like using it or if they had ripped it off, you know, or like
right.
And it turns out that they were using it, so that's cool.
Right.
Gore in the house. What's up? What's up, Keith?
I was meant to ask David there as well. Did you get around to watching that extended version of Halloween Kills?
Yep, I did.
What did you think of the extended scenes?
I didn't really see a huge difference until the end with Karen. I mean, and the fight scene in the street with all the people beating on Michael. But
right, because I have a question.
Added a lot.
I have a question to ask you about that Halloween Kills. Now, again, when we watched the extended cut of it, now this film could have been in the cinema when we went to see it in the cinema. It might have been. I just didn't remember. It's the scene right at the start when you see Lanny as a young child. And do you know the bit where they kind of recreated that scene with him hiding behind the bush?
Mm-hmm.
Was that in the theatrical?
No.
It wasn't. Okay, right. So it was
the scene where he falls down and you see him behind him but that scene where he's kind of lurking in the bushes, it wasn't in the movie.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we had a feeling, again, I actually did like that scene. It was like a nice little nod to the original Halloween. But I liked the ending of it. I thought the ending was quite good.
Yeah, I don't know why they changed it. I mean, I feel like it sets up the next one
beautifully. Yeah.
Have you watched it yet, Ben?
I haven't seen it yet. Does Michael can get COVID at the end or something?
Yeah.
So it sets up the next one.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
4 years of COVID.
Yeah, 4 years of COVID. It turns out it's kind of accurate.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it's going to ruin the third one a bit, doing that 4-year jump?
I feel like it will, but I mean, my gut feeling is that I wanted to see the trilogy all being like a single moment, you know?
Yeah.
So I was disappointed to hear that there was, this big delay, but simultaneously, I don't know what the story is or anything, so it could work for it. You know?
I'm still curious. I am very curious to see how are they going to explain that 4-year gap, because surely they can't catch him again. They're not going to go that route, surely.
Don't call me Shirley, dude. Yeah, I think. I mean, who knows? We'll see. I think I heard something about like him being like sort of like a cave hermit for a while, but that's a rumor. So who knows?
Yeah, the working title was The Cave Dweller. So.
Oh well, there you go. Maybe.
I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
I liked Kills. Some people didn't like Kills, but I actually liked it, and I like 2018 too. So we'll see if we can keep that streak going for me. You know,
I grew to like 2018.
Yeah.
I did prefer Halloween Kills on my second viewing of it, and I thought it was okay. I thought it was I enjoyed it.
Oh.
I did. I didn't hate it. And I'm actually very excited to see the third one.
Yeah, I'm kind of like them, where I wish they would have just kept to it being one or 2 days, you know. But yeah, I know it took place in 2018, so now we're in 2022, so it makes sense for there to be a 4-year jump. But I don't understand how they're going to explain it or why it's necessary.
This is the pizza. It is a deep dish with like a cornmeal crust, sausage, onion, pepper, and what was the other thing?
What's that?
I don't remember. They also put some deliciousness in there. It's good.
Ellen's just whispering in my ear beside me. Ben, don't be showing me that at this time in the morning.
Yeah, it's late though, right? It's like 4 o'clock in the morning there.
4 in the morning, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I always like end up talking to Keith at like, I don't know, 4 o'clock in the morning. So I'm in like a weird international zone where I can like, I'm just awake every time someone else, no matter where they are, is awake.
Yeah. It's amazing. The amount of times that I sometimes forget. You know, that I'm just, when I do message you, I just instantly think that you're living a couple of miles from me.
I know,
and
right?
I think more of it. You know?
My schedule has gotten so fucked up, it's pretty bad.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, and then when I do end up going into work, I end up working like basically a graveyard shift when no one's there.
Wow.
So
I actually prefer that. I actually prefer that myself. I'd rather work by myself, to be honest.
I mean, I worked by myself because I used to be like a furniture maker, so I just worked for myself for like a decade or something. And then when I got my current job, I mean, it was great before pre-COVID, because we had like, you know, a bunch of services and stuff that we don't have as much or as readily available. So like we used to have like all sorts of free food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and like just all sorts of shit like that. And now the window for lunch is pretty narrow. They have breakfast, no dinner, and then like I'm always come in just a little too late for lunch, so I miss it.
All right. How many days are you working a week, Ben?
I have a very fluid schedule, so it's like it really depends on what project I'm working on. And I work from home, or I have to go into work if I'm going to make something. And I've been having some software issues, so I've been going into work to design stuff. But I mean, it can depend. It's like crazy. Like I'll work for like 6 weeks straight without a day off. Like,
wow,
long ass days, and then I'll also just like work like 5 hours a week for a month. So it's like hard to say, you know?
Right, fair enough.
It's just it all evens out ultimately, but yeah. So it's sort of it varies, which I like. I don't have a monotonous job, so that's great.
You know? Oh yeah, absolutely. Are any of you interested in that Super Bowl tomorrow?
Not even a little bit.
A halftime.
Oh, okay,
that's it for me.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't even know if I'm interested in the halftime show.
yeah.
I'm not a big sports dude, so.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
It's Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, and Eminem.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that might be interesting.
And Mary J. Blige.
Old school, man.
Yep.
It's like a throwback.
Yeah, I think it could be good.
I mean, I think that show could be good. I like all those guys.
Yeah.
And Kendrick Lamar. I don't know him that well.
No,
he's
modern
dude. Mr. Dan in the house. What's up, Mr. Dan?
Got Ben Grimm too.
I missed him a little while ago. Hey, what's up, Ben? Yeah, I'm not a Super Bowl dude, so I do know like Patrick's in the chat. He's a football dude, and of course John is a football dude, and Hobbs football dude. So there's plenty of crossover in the horror community, but I'm just not one of those dudes.
Yeah, no, my family's mad into it. So much so that they actually try and get work off the next day because it does me. I think it starts at around maybe 2 a.m. Over here. So yeah, they're crazy about it. And the weird thing is they don't follow American football. It'll only be for the Super Bowl, and that's it. They wouldn't watch it any other time of year. So yeah, they're mad into it. Me personally, I never got into it.
I only watch it for the commercials and the halftime show.
Yeah. Well, we get a pile of trailers, don't we, as well? Isn't that quite? Yeah.
There's a pile of trailers I haven't seen yet that recently came out, like the Jurassic Park one, and
wow, that gave me goosebumps. That trailer.
It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
There's a new Firestarter trailer also. Have you seen that one?
I haven't seen that trailer yet.
What you think of it?
It looks interesting. I feel like it's nothing new that we haven't seen before. I mean, it could have very well been a made-for-TV movie for all that, but I don't know.
I mean, it is a remake, so I of course we've seen it.
Yeah, but
I think it's one of them films that kind of it deserves a remake. I think it's like it could be terrible, but it is one of them films that someone did say it. I didn't even know that film was being made.
Yeah,
it just appeared. The trailer just appeared out of nowhere, and I was like, oh. Okay. Yeah, I'm okay seeing that.
Yeah.
I'll probably just watch it on Peacock. I won't see it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, well I wouldn't go out now. I don't think I'd go out and go see it in the pictures now. I don't think I would do that.
Oh, is it because of COVID?
Well, no. I just don't think I would go into it in general. I just don't think it looked good enough to actually.
But I hear John Carpenter's doing the score for that one as well.
Oh, I don't believe it. Well, but that might change a few things then.
Yeah.
I didn't actually know that.
So I'm curious to hear that, and I wonder if Drew Barrymore will make a cameo in it. I don't know. It'd be fun to see her just.
Yeah.
Oh, Drew Barrymore started following me today on Instagram. She's got like 146 followers and like 5 posts of like stock images of her. So.
Legit her.
So as soon as she asks me for any kind of money or something, I know she's good for it. So I'm just going to send it.
Speed delivery.
Yeah, I'm actually interested now in that Firestarter. It's I've seen enough in the trailer to kind of, I won't say make me excited, but I'll watch it.
Yeah, I got to sit down and watch all those trailers.
What else are you missing? Is there anything else you're missing? Is there more trailers that came out that I'm actually not aware of?
Well, there's those two. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre trailer came out like last
Didn't see
week.
it.
And that's actually coming out next week, so I'm stoked on that.
Yeah.
Wow.
On Netflix.
How's that looking? Or what is it like? I'm actually afraid to ask. Please tell me it's not a sequel. It's not another sequel to the original movie.
The direct sequel.
The direct sequel.
Is it? Many's that now?
Taking the whole Halloween 2018 approach.
It's Laurie Strode basically is seeking redemption. Now Sally Hardesty is back. Apparently, she's a Texas Ranger. He's like, I've waited 50 years for this, and I'm like, you knew where those fuckers lived. Why don't you just go over there and fucking burn their place down or some shit, lady? Fucking weirdo. Why are you waiting?
How many sequels has the original Texas Chainsaw had now? Is that the third one?
Yeah.
It is the third one, isn't it? Because the Texas Chainsaw 3D was a direct sequel to the first one.
Yeah.
And then you had the original part 2.
Yeah.
Oh, and then you had that was a remake. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the Next Generation, I'm not sure exactly what in the fuck that has. That was like some weird, like, I don't know. I don't know how that fits in, but Texas Chainsaw 3D definitely was a direct sequel.
Yeah. Wow. How does it look? Does it look any good?
The first trailer looked kind of cheesy to me, but Fede Alvarez did the story. So, and
okay.
The setting is basically they're like kind of in this abandoned ghost town. So it's like Texas Chainsaw
Oh.
Massacre in an abandoned ghost town, which seems cool to me.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that.
We'll see. Leatherface didn't look particularly old like Sally, so I don't
Right.
know if it's an old Leatherface or a young guy. I mean, he's basically crouching down in the cornfield, so that's hard to do if you're like 100.
I think this is it now. Me personally, if they don't get this right, they just need to finish this franchise. Be done with it.
I mean, you know, a franchise is never going to be finished if there's money to be made.
But are they even making money, Ben? You know, it's
Even when a movie fails, oftentimes they will still. It's pretty rare that a movie actually loses money, even if it's a shitty movie that is like not considered best, you know.
That's the beauty, I think, with horror, isn't it? Because they're shot in such small budgets.
Yeah.
That it would be very easy to kind of recoup that money.
Yeah, like they recoup their money, I'm sure, just with the Netflix sale to Netflix.
Yeah. Like look at Scream. Look, Scream was already in the green from its opening weekend. You know, even though I didn't particularly like the movie.
I haven't seen it yet.
Mr. Bones is asking about the if we've seen the trailer for the movie X. I have. It looks awesome. I'm on board for that. It looks like Boogie Nights meets Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It looks fucking rad.
Wow. No, I didn't see that. No, I definitely didn't see that.
It's basically like I want to say it's an A24 film, but it's basically like this porn production goes like on location to this sort of farmhouse, and then there's like some kind of horror element that happens while they're there.
Okay.
It's by Ty West, and it looked awesome, man.
Right. Okay.
I'm looking forward to that one a lot.
Has any of you ever seen that film by any chance? Censor.
Yeah, I loved it, man.
It's good, isn't it?
Last year.
Right. Okay. Because Second Sight brought a lovely release of it, and I was thinking I seen the trailer to it. It looked very interesting.
I love the movie. I have that Second Sight set, or I ordered it, but it hasn't arrived yet. And also did a really nice release of it.
Okay.
What's it called? Centaur?
Censor.
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 I liked it. David, you saw it, right? Didn't you watch it?
I think I watched it on Shudder, maybe.
I don't think because it's not
Hulu. I know I watched it.
But you didn't. You weren't a big fan.
No, I liked it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was really interesting. It's like a throwback, you know, about a video nasty era.
Yeah.
In England, and it just tells like a really interesting story about like. Well, I mean, I don't really want.
Is it something to do with her sister or something like that? Does she?
It is something to do with her sister. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna pick it up.
I
watched it on Hulu.
I thought it was best. I enjoyed it quite a bit. And I think it got a decent amount of praise, but I haven't heard a lot of horror people actually talking about it. So,
right.
Off in the chat. Did you guys like Censor? Have you seen Censor?
Calvin liked it.
Yeah. Okay.
I watched Antlers today for the first time.
Right.
I liked it.
Yeah, it was. I think like that one was one that I have been looking forward to for years because it got delayed. And then by the time it came out, I think there's just too much buildup when they do shit like that. When they keep delaying movies for something you're looking forward to, it's like, no.
It had a lot of hype. I mean, I don't think it measured up to all the hype, but it was still a good movie, I thought.
Okay. I think that's what happened with me with Malignant. I think just so many people just.
I mean, I tried to soften that hype for you, saying like, look,
Ben, there was no softening. There was nothing you could do to soften that for me because I had a brother that was at me for nearly 4 months. And he just kept going on and on. He was like, "You have to see this movie. He just wouldn't stop." And then I had a lot of people messaging me as well, saying it's something that I need to watch. And it just did not live up to. I don't get what people were seeing. I honestly don't.
I think that it's kind of divisive in that way. A lot of people, we were just like on board.
Mm.
A
No,
lot of
don't get me wrong. I don't think it was shit. I didn't hate the movie. I thought it was okay. I just didn't see the what a lot of people were seeing with it, and I'm gonna watch it again, and hopefully I'll enjoy it a bit more.
Yeah, I thought. I mean, from the I won't spoil anything. I'm sure everyone in this chat and watching this has seen it, but from the jail cell scene forward, I was like, okay, I'm on board. And up until that point, I was like, kind of like, not really too impressed with it. It wasn't like awful or anything, but I was just like,
That's actually amazing that you said that, because it's actually from that point that you just mentioned is where it lost me.
I mean, I thought it was from that point forward, it just like
run of the mill.
I mean, from forward, I thought it was great because it was so fucking insane that I was like, okay, this is just like so. I mean, it just felt to me like when I was watching it, it felt like they had fun making it, and I had fun watching like it was just fun. It was stupid. It was ridiculous. It was so over the fucking top that I was like, okay, this is really fun. It's ridiculous and stupid and fun. But up until that point, I mean, it was okay, but it felt pretty like run of the mill, like to me, it wasn't like
that's fair enough.
It was okay. It was okay enough, but I wasn't like when it got crazy is when I was like, oh, this is
okay.
Yeah.
And we just watched that film as well. That Last Night in Soho.
I still haven't seen that, but I saw that you loved it.
Is it a horror? Is it a horror movie?
It's kind of a murder mystery.
Okay.
I definitely wouldn't call it a horror movie. But my God, what an incredible movie! I was really surprised by it. Ending is absolutely mind blowing.
I was trying to post a type of comment, and apparently I changed the view.
I'm looking forward to The Black Phone, and I don't know why was it delayed, because it was supposed to be out, I thought, in the early part of 2022. Now it's been pushed to like
late. Yeah.
Late, yeah.
But did not get released at some festival or something like that? So what's it been delayed for?
I don't know. Maybe it's because they didn't want to go up against Scream. I don't know.
Wow.
It could be they're having like some whatever distribution issues. So like maybe they had a distribution company or something that they had to deal with that fell through.
Maybe.
It's not coming out till June now, and it's one that's getting a lot of hype. So I'm kind of hoping that it lives up to it, but I don't know.
I went to see. I mentioned it there earlier. I went to see that Scream, and like I said, I didn't like it at all. Again, it's kind of like Malignant. I didn't like it. It was okay, but it definitely didn't feel like a Wes Craven Scream movie. But there is a bit in it, and again, I'm not going to say any of the scenes in it, but there was a bit in it where I actually forgot I was in the cinema. completely forgot I was in the cinema. I thought I was at home, and Ellen was sitting beside me, and I just let a roar at me, and I said, "You've got to be fucking kidding me!" And then all of a sudden, the whole cinema just broke out in laughter. And and Ellen, I turned and I looked at Ellen, and Ellen was like, "You fucking idiot!"
She's sitting like this.
Kind of like that, yeah. She was kind of like that. See, I was sinking down in our seat. She was, and completely forgot where I was.
Are you a fan, Keith, of the Scream franchise overall?
I really am. I really was. I'm not going to lie, David. The film was only on around 20 minutes, and I think I rolled my eyes around 3 times. They've done things in it where it was kind of fanfare as well, and I don't mind fanfare. Sometimes it's nice to get in movies, but in this one, it felt really, really forced, and I just couldn't help but roll my eyes at a lot of things they've done in this movie. And it definitely is not catering. This movie is definitely not catering for me. It's definitely looking for a teen audience. Sorry. And you'll know when you see it yourself. It's a very, very young cast in this movie. You know, it's not like the original Scream movie where the teenagers look like they were in their 30s. You know, it's the teenagers look like teenagers. You know, it's and I just didn't take to any of them. I hated every single one of them.
You know what's weird about that is like back in the 80s, you know, you'd have like these 40-year-old looking teenagers. But then in reality, like if you see people from the fucking 80s, like the teenagers really did look like they were middle-aged. It's like,
well, I only found out the main girl in that Scream. Because I was there and I was looking at Ellen and I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm just not taken to this girl at all. She's too young. She's not a great actress. She's not carrying the movie. And then we got home that night and then checked her up and she was apparently 33 years old.
yeah.
But she looked like she was around 16 in the movie. I just didn't take her. I don't know what it is. It's again, I'd be very interested to hear what you think yourselves when you do see it.
It's like in Halloween 2018, you know, Laurie's granddaughter, I can't remember the actress's name.
Andy Maddock.
She's like a high school chick, but then between the time 2018 came out and Halloween Kills came out, I saw her in a movie where she played a mother.
Son.
Yeah. And now I'm watching this going like, wait, who was the mom in this one? She looks like she's not, you know, a stalking mom at this point. Like a high school student.
I like Son. Did you like Son?
Was it?
It's called Son, S-O-N.
I've never seen it.
There's like a sort of a big twist moment at the ending that I thought was pretty. I kind of saw that coming like miles away.
Yeah,
but I thought it was still entertaining.
Yeah, but Antlers, it was a good movie. I really liked the score, so I'm hoping they put it out on vinyl. It was really good.
I thought I liked that it was darker than I thought it was going to be. So I like that because it's not. I mean, it's not. People don't really do that many dark horror movies. You know what I mean? They're usually like whatever. You know, like they're just not super dark or whatever. You know, there's like, you know, comedy infused and shit. And this one I thought was like just the general tone of it was pretty like bleak, which I like.
Yeah, I tell you what would make a great sound. I would actually love to get it on vinyl. We were watching that film the other night. It was the second time, maybe third time when we watched it. Did you ever watch that film, The Guest, with Dan Stevens?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Has that come out in vinyl? Because I actually would love to own that. There's a great soundtrack in that.
I think it did come out on vinyl.
No, I would love to get it. It's a fantastic soundtrack to it.
I like that movie.
Oh, it's great. It's and they're making a sequel to it, aren't they?
Are they?
Really?
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
I haven't heard anything about the sequel, but I did get the second sight 4K set when that came out.
How beautiful is that set? It's not incredible. That set is incredible.
It's a nice set. I know a lot of people were pissed off because it was an expensive set too, you know, for a second sight.
There is a soundtrack, Keith.
There is a soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
Happy days. I'll go look for that.
Yep.
Ben, going by that price, by the way, I think people forgot as well. That now it's not. It doesn't say it on the box, but there is only 3,000 of them. So you know yourself that when you're buying something that's very limited, you know that's going to add to the price a bit. You know, so I think that if they maybe numbered that box, I don't think maybe people wouldn't have complained as much. You know, because I got off of €50. I thought that was a good. I thought it was a good price. I thought it was a fair price.
I mean, €50 seems that's probably a little less than I ended up paying for it with the shipping and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was just more expensive than their other limited edition sets. I think is what fucked people up. You know.
That's what I'm saying. I got that Session 9. I'll tell you one thing. What a great movie that is.
That is a good movie.
That is a really good movie.
Seen for a long time. That came out in in the mid '90s originally.
I said that in the video, but then someone corrected me. Someone actually left a comment and said, because I mentioned in the video, I said that I remember seeing it in the '90s,
right?
And I couldn't remember it. And then someone turned around and said to me, "I don't know how you managed to see it in the 90s when it came out in I think when it came out in 2000.
Oh wow.
And I was like, oh, did it actually come out in 2000? And they're like, yeah. Wow, I was a fucking year out. You're like, seriously, who gives a fuck? Seriously. But no, it's a good movie. It's definitely one of them films I need to watch it maybe a couple of times to kind of capture everything that they're actually showing you in that movie. There's so many things that I missed in it.
Yeah, I mean, I was almost gonna watch it last night, but I was like, it's like a serious sort of like atmospheric, moody, sort of slower paced film.
Yeah.
And I was just like, it might be a little too late for me to start something like this.
Right.
So I didn't end up watching last night, but it's been, I don't know, a decade since I watched it, maybe. So
did you get the second sight of it? Yeah.
Yeah, I basically get the second sight sets.
Yeah. No, because I am one, because I did say we were talking. You were messaging me there on that video that I was talking about the motion blur on it. It just didn't look right, and I'm just kind of curious to see what you say if you have a chance to just check it out and let me know what you think.
I was definitely going to keep an eye out for that because, like I said, I don't remember it, but it's filmed like 10 years,
It's just I've seen motion blur on movies, but this one, as soon as the camera panned, it just got very blurry, very distractingly. So like it's I never seen it before in a film. So I'm just curious to see if you had the same issue with your one.
Yeah, I mean I'll check it out when I'll keep an eye out for it. I got the Swallow set. Did you get the Swallow set?
No. I missed out. Ben, you have to understand. I think I said it in that video. We can't. There's nothing over here that we can physically buy second sight releases.
Right.
There's only one shop that we have over here. It's called Golden Discs, and they're absolute fucking garbage. So the only place I can get them from is either Amazon or Zavvi, and I won't buy off Zavvi because I just don't trust them. Right. And Amazon are weird when it comes to second sight. They get some certain releases in, but other ones they don't get. And that one never came out on Amazon, so there was no way of me getting it. Thankfully, John over at Mondo Chalovic Movies, he rang me yesterday, and he actually picked me up the Paranormal Activity one.
Oh yeah,
from HMV. So he's sending that on to me now this week. So yeah, I'm sick that I can't get them. I love second sight.
I was a little shocked. I mean, Swallow. Everyone said Swallow was really good, and it's sort of horror adjacent, or been touted as horror adjacent, and then it was touted sort of like a thriller, but it was kind of neither for me. It was just sort of like a straight up drama with a like kind of surreal premise. Not surreal, a strange, like sort of off-putting premise. It was good though, it was good. But I was expecting it to be maybe I don't know, more thriller or more horror or something. But
I think that's what people because second sight tend to bring out a lot of horror, and I think that you instantly think that what you're buying is going to be, because they have brought out, like, don't forget they brought out Flight of the Navigator. You do kind of forget that they do bring out some, they bring out comedies. I've actually got a great film by them called Take Shelter. Which was an unbelievable movie. It's a fella that gets visions that the world is going to end, and it's one of them films that it's one of those things where is he going mad or is he actually seeing these visions?
Mm-hmm.
And it was actually a great movie. I have to admit, I was blown away by it. Yeah, if you don't mind. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the second sight.
Yeah, I like them.
There's a few of their releases I don't have, but for the most part, I have all the limited edition stuff. I don't have the Changeling, I think.
Did you get the Babadook in that? Yeah. Have you got Assault on Precinct 13?
I don't have did they that was like one of their first releases?
Yeah.
I don't have their release of it.
Right.
I have that Cinemuseum one.
Right.
Cinemuseum, those fuckers, man.
What about them?
I placed an order with them back like in October, or something that they had in stock.
Right.
And I've, been in communication with them on email a few times since, and they're like, "Oh, we'll get it out like next week. Oh, we'll get it out before the new year." And now we're like, what, middle of February?
Unbelievable.
It was like, they're like a boutique company. You'd think they like. It doesn't seem like
I know.
fulfill my order, which is unfortunate because it was cool. But
right. I was on to eBay Germany there yesterday or the day before, and there was a bus that came out. I've been another bus that I've been trying to get for a long time, and I've only ever seen one come available, and it was yesterday when I seen it. It was From Dusk Till Dawn, and the bus is actually, you get the titty twister.
Oh, nice!
Fucking absolutely amazing. Some fella on Amazon Germany put it up for €1,600. So I kind of just messaged him. I said to him, "Do you mind me asking? This might sound like a weird question, but are you asking for 1,600 or is it 160?"
Yeah.
And they never replied to me, so I'm presuming they actually are looking for the 1,600 for it.
Can I just say a question? Like, are you completely the fuck out of your goddamn mind?
Who the fuck is gonna buy that?
Dude, people, I don't know who will buy that, but people put shit on eBay for like $10,000, and you're like, why, dude? When do a search, and yours is like here, and then there's 10 here that are like $59. Like, why? I just don't even get it. Like,
yeah.
It's like they're playing the lottery, like 1 in a million chance someone's going to be like, that $10,000 one's better than the $59 one. I'm getting that one.
Did any of you pick up the Ghostbusters stuff?
No, but I saw that you were.
I ended up getting it, Keith. Actually, Phil found it for me, and so
he did.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I'm leaving mine back. I did say in the video that I was going to leave it back. So I actually contacted Amazon, and they gave me the return label, and I just held off. I didn't send it back straight away, because what was happening was they started selling out everywhere.
Yeah.
And I started saying to myself, "Oh, wait a minute, will I send it back?" And then Dash item came available, Dash Puppet Master collection, and I just looked at. I was sitting here. Ellen was looking at me, and she was like, "You're looking at your Ghostbusters box set a lot," and I was like, "Yeah, because I'm looking at that, and I'm getting this Puppet Masters collection coming. That's working out probably maybe €60 less than that Ghostbusters set, and because of that Puppet Master set now, I actually put the Ghostbusters into a box, and I've shipped it back, and it's not worth it. It's worth it for use, because he's got it at a great price.
Yeah,
but €190 is absolutely ridiculous for it. So, and it's still available on Amazon UK. And hopefully someday, maybe it will drop down to a reasonable price, and then I'll pick it up.
Yeah. Did you get the American Werewolf from Paris, Keith?
Ooh.
From Turbine?
No, I didn't. I have the... I do have a Turbine edition of it, but I have the deluxe box set of it.
That's Paris, not London.
Oh, sorry, Paris.
Paris. I'm sorry.
Right, very good. Is that a 4K edition?
Yeah.
Shit, right, that's more money gone down the slammer for me.
I got it from Turbine. I guess it's Germany, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
What was the movie? I can't remember. I've seen it once. I know I didn't hate the movie. I do want to see it again.
Werewolf effects. Just go
right.
Really looking forward to those, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
No, it was okay. I saw it in the theater. I have it on DVD. It's okay. I mean, it's got shitty CGI, but it's decent.
Is there been that movie by any chance where he wakes up after a night where he changed into the wolf? Is there a scene where he wakes up the next morning and there's a dog dead beside him with his legs spread, or something like that? Is there something? I might be wrong, but I'm almost sure I have this memory that he wakes up.
There's a scene where a dog humps his leg.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's what. Right.
Yeah.
It has been a long time since I've watched that film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last time I actually went to see it in the cinema. That was the last time I've seen it.
Yeah.
I actually remember that night. We actually went to see GoldenEye. And me and Ellen went to see GoldenEye, and then when the film ended, we walked out, and Ellen just ran and said to me, "Oh, look, American Werewolf in Paris is just about to start." And yeah, grand. So we walked in, and there was one other person in the cinema, and it was my brother. It was the same with Moonfall. Me and Ellen had the whole cinema for ourselves. There was not another person in the cinema, just me and Ellen.
I think one thing that Paris sort of suffers from is that the first movie is so well loved and such a great movie that, like, you know, if you follow up with something mediocre, people in their mind is going to feel like it's just fucking awful, you know?
It's kind of like the Thing prequel.
Yeah, I like the Thing prequel.
I like it quite a bit.
I do. I really like it. As a matter of fact, I can't actually watch the original Thing now without actually knocking that on first.
Yeah.
You know, it's
a great prequel, I think.
Yeah, I like it.
I did that double feature not too long ago. The prequel.
I did it back in October before.
Yeah, I did it. We all did it in October, I think.
Yeah, and then tomorrow I'll watch My Bloody Valentine.
Oh, very good. Oh, very good.
Which one?
There's a lot of people.
The original. I don't own the remake.
Did you not like it?
No, I liked it. I just don't own a copy of it.
Oh, okay.
You know, a movie. Sorry, go on.
I know a lot of people on Instagram today were putting up that film. They were watching that film, Valentine.
I haven't seen that one either.
David Boreanaz, I think, is in it.
Yeah, he is.
And I can't remember it.
Angel. It's awful. I think if you like those like post-Scream, late 90s, early classes, then you might like it. For me, I wasn't big into it. It's just like, I don't know. I think if you watched it at a time and it brings some kind of nostalgia to your life, then you'll also like it.
Yeah.
Right.
But for me, like, it just is not a very great slasher. It's got a cool looking like slasher villain with the Cupid and all that stuff, but it's got a surprise twist. It's just way telegraphed, and it's not quite graphic enough. You know, I felt like they were just like, it's just, it's not like bloody enough.
I think it was one of them films that, again, I think we might have seen in the cinema, but I honestly have no memory of it. I don't even know who the killer was in the movie.
It's well liked though, so I think I have like a unpopular opinion in that way.
Right. Okay.
So, take it with a grain of salt, I guess.
Yeah, I think so.
So, Ben, were you not a fan of like urban legends and I Know What You Did Last Summer in those movies?
I liked I Know What You Did Last Summer. The sequel wasn't great. I heard the third one was better than part 2, but I have not seen it.
Really not.
I haven't seen the third one.
So I like that one. What was the other one you mentioned?
Urban Legend.
I thought that one was okay when I saw it.
Yeah.
I have not seen like I think it's like a trilogy. Is it a trilogy?
Yeah.
So
I have not seen the third one. I know that much. I believe I've seen the second one, but it didn't make too big an impression on me.
Okay.
Trying to think of some early movies like The Faculty. That was a good one. I like that one.
Oh, we only just watched it.
Yeah, that's
just
more
2
like
nights ago.
That's more like a, I don't know, creature feature, alien style whodunit type of situation.
I would do anything to own a deluxe edition of that movie. I fucking love that movie.
That's great.
Every time I'm watching it, it just puts the biggest smile. I think it's one of the best teenage casts I've ever seen in a movie. I think the cast is unbelievable. Yeah. Josh Hart in that movie is unbelievable.
Yes. Wood.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
The cop from Terminator 2. What's his name?
Famke Janssen. It's endless. It's ridiculous.
It's Will Stewart's in it, dude. It's got like an all-star
John
cast.
Stewart, Frasier's.
It's unbelievable.
Frasier's brother's wife.
That's right. Babe Newt. Is that in a Babe Newton? Is that in Be with Newt or something like that? I can't think of her name. Piper Laurie, Carrie's mother.
Yeah.
Hayek. Sam Hayek. It's there's not even that horror critic. Isn't he even in it? You know that horror critic, the fellow with the big ginger beard. Yeah, I think he's even in it as well.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
I mean, I don't know. Great cast, great movie. I saw that one.
Great soundtrack too. Oasis.
Oh, great soundtrack.
I'm a big Oasis fan.
Oh, Stay Young. What a great song.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that they haven't done a cool release of that one because it's pretty well liked among like.
I'm still blown away by it. We watched it, like I said, we watched it 2 nights ago, and I just looked at Ellen and I just said, even at the start of the film when the Offspring song starts, the start of the movie, I just said, I was looking at Ellen, this fucking movie is just badass. It's just badass from start to finish. It's just
it's fun.
It's
just like a fun. It's just fun.
It's just it's technically like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, I suppose, in a way.
Yeah.
It's.
I got to run downstairs and grab my expensive ass amp that was apparently delivered off here
before it's gone.
Yeah.
So were you out for your birthday at all, David, or did you go out? Or?
Just stayed in.
Yeah. How's the house going?
It's probably going to be another year. Costs are too high to build at the moment.
Right.
But we'll probably. My mother-in-law's been in poor health, so we'll probably end up moving in with her for a little while. Just
okay. That's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
We'll
how is it that like what you're living in an apartment now at the moment, are you?
Yeah.
Nash, how have you taken to the kind of whole because I presume you lived in a house prior to your apartment.
Yeah.
That's so. How is it? How do you take to the apartment?
It's been an adjustment. I mean, it's fine during the day because I'm the only one here because my wife is a teacher and my daughter works at a factory job. So I work remote, so it's nice having the house to myself. But when everyone's here, I just feel like I have nowhere to go. So.
Yeah. No, I get that. That. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully the year will be quick for you.
Yeah, hopefully.
And that, do you think it will be then? Do you think is a done thing that you will be? It will be a year.
Hopefully, yeah. We're starting to see some of the costs of like lumber and stuff come down a little bit, but it's still really high. So hopefully within a year or so, things will be back to semi-normal. We can get it at a better price.
Where are you gonna? Is it kind of like? Is it going out to the country, or what way is it?
Yeah, it's just past city limits, so it's in the country, but still close enough where it won't take me but maybe 10 minutes to drive. To Walmart or whatever.
Okay, that's good. That's good. No, I like that.
Yeah,
that's what we were trying to do here prior to getting this pod, because we desperately wanted to move, and we wanted to get to the country. Yeah, we wanted to get as far away from the town as we could, actually, just to get away from the whole hustle and bustle of it all. But unfortunately, it didn't really work out. But at least we got this pod anyway. This kind of made up for it a bit. Again, it was one of those things that we always wanted. Like we just wanted to be able to enjoy our movies without actually bothering anyone.
Are you close to Dublin, or are you far?
I'm an hour from Dublin. I'm in a county called Meath. It's only one. It's actually less than an hour from Dublin. So, but this Meath is starting to get very big now as well. It's in the last 15 years now. It's unbelievable. The population has just gone so high, and we kind of just want to get out of here now as well.
Is it like a big suburb of Dublin?
Well, it's not to that. Not near as bad as Dublin, but it is getting quite big, and we just kind of want to be, we just want to be away from people.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough, as silly as that sounds, like we.
You froze for a minute there.
Yeah, so so yeah, it's I'll look. Hopefully someday it'll happen. Again for us, push. For now, like I said, the pod will do, and we've already tested it. We've done a great test on it the other day. Since we've been in this pod now, I think the loudest film we've watched, strangely enough, was Resident Evil. The original Resident Evil. You know, the soundtrack in that movie, it's loud.
Mm-hmm.
So we looked at it one night, and it was just, wow, the whole bloody house shook out of it. So I just said to Ellen, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually go into the house. I'm going to play the movie again. And I'm going to go into the house and see if I can actually hear it. And thankfully, we couldn't hear a thing. So it's at least we got that peace of mind now where we're not actually bothering neighbors.
Yeah.
And that, you know, so.
Yeah, because you were saying that the neighbor who complains was like outside when they were delivering the pod.
Oh, it was like fucking. It was, you know, Psycho.
Yeah.
Do you remember with the mother at the window? That's what I was like. The bitch wouldn't fucking leave, and all that. Even the workers were getting freaked out by her, and that, you know, they even had to. And this is no bullshit. They actually had to, when they were craning it in, they had to make sure that it didn't go into our garden, even though it was like maybe 30 feet above the ground.
Yeah.
You know, she was just waiting
for something to fall off the crane or something. Or
yeah, she was just waiting to say something, anything.
Yeah.
And something to complain about, you know. So it's thankfully the boys gave her nothing, you know, so she can feck right off. Yeah, we had the garden cleared out. We had a lot of decking. We had 16 by 16 foot decking in this garden, so we wanted to clear that out before we got this pod in. And the lads that came in and done that job, they just turned and said that she was just standing at the window, just staring at them.
Is this like some like haggardly old widow woman, or is it like?
I would love to tell you that. No, she's in her like 30s.
Jesus.
Would you say she's a MILF?
What's that?
I said, would you classify her as a MILF?
No, I would. No. I'd class her as a fucking lunatic. That's what I class her as. Yeah. I feel like Ellen Torrance. I have plenty of other names for her. MILF is not one of them. Yeah. She's an evil little fucker. I'm not gonna lie.
By the way. Adorable little son of a bitch.
Wow.
Super nice.
Wow.
I have no idea how it sounds until tomorrow, though.
You're going mad into your equipment, aren't you? Because you got a new mic, didn't you, recently?
Oh, dude, I've spent a lot of money in the last month. The mic was a couple months ago. Expensive. But between this and my new guitar, I've spent a decent chunk of change.
And how you find the new guitar?
New guitar is really cool, you know.
Okay.
It's like a very iconic guitar.
Okay.
And it's one I've never owned before, or a type of guitar I've never owned before. So,
okay,
it's cool. It's like a super. It's kind of like a. I don't know. It's from the Gibson Custom Shop, so it's like kind of like a handmade guitar, in a sense, and it's a reissue of a very famous guitar. It's really cool.
Right. That's good. I actually was listening. Believe it or not, David, I actually listened. I've actually listened to your. I don't know if have you noticed that your Dakota video? Have you noticed that every now and again it goes up by views?
No.
Yeah, that's me.
Is it?
I have to admit, I actually do like that. Your take of it, I thought it was brilliant.
I'll have to
and again, it is my favorite stereophonic song.
Yeah,
I thought you did a great job with it. I really do.
Yeah,
and I've got a lot of Bens on my. I actually had a lot of yours on my watch. Believe it or not.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I still think the best one that you've done. Me personally, I thought when you done "Kiss," by Prince.
Oh yeah, that was an old one. Yeah,
that was I love that one. I thought that was brilliant.
It's funny, like I when I got this new mic, and now I've got I also bought a new laptop. That's what I'm streaming on right now. So I put out a decent amount of money in the last little while, but now I got a new mic and the new software and a new guitar and a new amp, and
wow.
So now when I hear like one of the older ones I did, and it's like just on a phone.
Right.
I got a new phone because my old phone started sounding like absolute shit. The recording it was doing, and I was like, okay, time for an upgrade. But yeah, now when I listen to that, it's just like, oh man, I wish I'd recorded it nicer, you know.
Well, I still think your Prince, the Kiss sounds fantastic. I had no trouble with it at all. I think it sounds great. And like I said, I have it on my watch, and I listened to it into the car there not so long ago, and it sounds fine to me. It does. So
a fun song.
Yeah, it's great. I thought you did a great job of it.
Yeah, I started a new Instagram profile just for music stuff.
Right. Wait a minute. Actually, no, it's funny you just said that. David, I have 2 accounts by you on Instagram.
And David's Horror.
Is one of them fake?
No, one of them's Unsightly Vinyl, right?
Say that again?
Unsightly Vinyl?
Yeah.
Is that it?
No, I've seen.
Is it DTN? Well, the one I use is DTN2 Horror. I got hacked for a little while, so I started one called David's Horror, which I don't do anything to.
Oh, right. That could be the one I have then as well. Okay.
Yeah, that's scary, man, that you got like hacked.
Yeah.
It's funny. I see like now on Instagram, I'll see like there's some like horror women that I follow that like they're just happen to be they're horror fans, but they just happen to be women. And if they have more than like a few thousand followers, like these other accounts pop up that have like almost their exact name but slightly misspelled, and then they'll have like some kind of like, I don't know, like a sexy video link in their bio.
Okay.
And it's like, I would be so unnerved if like I was you know.
Yeah, absolutely, I get it. Yeah.
But I've seen a few, and then I've asked them if they're legit or if they've been someone's impersonating them, and then I always report them.
Right, okay. My channel at the moment is just I'm on a serious whirlwind at the moment. It's unbelievable.
Blowing up, dude.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's causing it.
You got
it's happening.
It's because you got the goods.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. That's I kept saying it to you. I still think you would have a better channel if you started putting your stuff out, because some of the stuff you have is just borderline crazy. It's amazing, some of the stuff you have.
Yeah, but I think I've done YouTube for years and really had no progress, no growth progress. So
I know, but if you start showing some of the stuff that you've picked up, it's like, you know, it's some of the, even like the, because I'm going to be doing a video now on that Burbs, and I guarantee you it's going to do well for me.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? It's and I think if you showed half of some of the pickups that you've gotten in the last 3-4 months,
you know, I found on a memory card, because I recorded using my camera. Usually I use my cell phone, but I did use my camera the other day, and on my card there was an unboxing video that I never like edited or uploaded, but it was for the Black Label release of Tenebrae. So it's like a full slip like steelbook that was limited to like I don't know, 100 or 200 or something like that. It was really cool, but I just never did that unboxing video. So
wow, I would love to see it.
I have like, I did record. At least I'm recording videos. That's what's important. I recorded a trailer reaction to the new Chainsaw Massacre trailer that I didn't post, and then I did record a top 5 1980 horror video that I will post, like a motovlog style, on my way into work the other day. So I'm looking to make a comeback, YouTube comeback, but I have been on a bit of a hiatus. So
I'll see if I can send, because whenever you send that package to me, I'll do a big shout out for you and see if I can send some attention your way. So I start getting some videos out. People go over to your channel. Oh, I'll check this fella out. He hasn't done a video in a year.
I do have like I do have a lot of stuff. I'm bad at showing my collection. That is true.
It's a shame, because I still maintain that and I'm not trying to be modest here, but I honestly think your collection would be far better than mine.
I don't think so. I think you got a lot of interesting things. You know what I mean?
No, I think you have better. I honestly do. Because you have a lot of the premium editions that I wouldn't have a lot of them.
I do have some premium editions.
Yeah.
But I don't have a lot of busts, that type of stuff.
Yeah, but like I'm running out of busts to show. There's not many left, So I mentioned it in that Evil Dead video. I think there's probably around two left there that I can get, and that's it. I'm done until they start bringing out new ones, which they don't seem to be in a rush to do.
Did you order the American Werewolf in Paris or London?
Yeah. You see, I did order it, but I'm not gonna lie, Davish. I ordered a bust from Zavi for Terminator 2, and it was meant to be out at Christmas, and it never came out. And now they've told me that there's a chance that it's not going to come out at all, and that American Werewolf is starting to worry me a bit because there's no release date for it.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be one bit surprised to do the same thing again. So yeah, I do have it pre-ordered though.
I only have one bust. That was something that Phil sent me, and it was for that TV series, The Strain.
I don't know. That's actually nice. That I actually like that. It's nice.
Yeah.
Phil has one that Phil has one of the two that I'm trying to get. Texas Chainsaw Next Generation.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to get that one. Kind of kills me because I had a chance to get it for €60 there around 2 years ago, and I didn't buy it.
Man.
So yeah, I'm paying for that now.
That's how it is, man.
Like
I saw the Maniac. That Maniac bust was like still available for like the regular price, and I was like, damn, I kind of feel like I should strike while the iron's hot, but then I also feel like, where the fuck am I gonna put a big ass bust? You know what I mean? That big ass bust. I got like,
You got the Night of the Living Dead, didn't you?
I do have that one.
That's one of the biggest ones.
I bought that one twice.
I felt sorry for you on that one. I really did.
And because that one got stolen from my apartment, I'm like now extra paranoid. And now I got like, I ordered this Gibson custom shop. It was a really expensive guitar. And I was at work and I got the notification that they delivered it and just left it. They were supposed to get a signature from me.
Oh no.
Like thousands of dollars.
Wow.
And like, so they just left it on my front porch.
Oh shit!
Like, you sons of bitches in the middle of Oakland, California. You're just gonna leave an expensive ass thing in a Gibson case. It wasn't. It was just in a Gibson case with a big fucking Les Paul on the front of it. And
Yeah,
like you guys
might as well have neon flashing lights. Look at me! Look at me!
So I left work. I was in the middle of like this like training thing, and I was like, "Sorry guys, this is some bullshit, but I gotta go." And luckily, I got home before it was stolen. But so now I'm hella paranoid. So I'm
Do you have a neighbor that you're close to that you could call and say, "Hey, there's a package downstairs. Would you mind grabbing?"
Now my neighbor did end up seeing it, and he's a drummer, and he is like, "Oh, what the fuck? It was this like? Why did they just leave this out on the porch?" So he brought it upstairs in front of my door.
Good.
Thankfully.
Wow.
But like, dude, I told the seller on Reverb too. I was like, I never signed for that, dude. The dude just left. He's like, "Are you serious? That is fucking ridiculous."
That happened with my PlayStation 5. When I bought the PlayStation 5, I was lucky to get it when it first came out.
Yeah.
The person, not only did it come to my door, right, but it wasn't even in a cardboard box. It was actually in the box for the PlayStation, right?
Yeah.
And what did they do? They left it at my front door, right? And it was at around 1 o'clock when all the schools were coming out.
Oh wow!
And there was 100 students walking by, and there was a PlayStation 5 sitting at my door while I was at work, and not one of them took it. I got home and it was still there, thankfully. But yeah, I was very lucky.
By the way, Rick's saying Ben's going to show his stuff. Lol. Check this thing out. I got. I showed this on an Instagram live video, but this is the Voltec Friday 13th Part 3 Jason figure.
Oh wow!
That I bought from Rick over at Underworld Sabrosa that I meant to do a video on, but he's got a second head, and he's got like this whole like it's like a little diorama scene. Let me show you the back, you can see better. But it's like this like a little part of the barn fence thing.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And he comes Chris's decapitated head from like the lost ending of it. You know what I mean?
Wow, that's very unique, isn't it?
But it's pretty cool, yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
So anyway, shout out to Underworld Sabrosa and Rick.
Cool. What do you think of Cody's little stands that he's making for his figures? I think they're great, aren't they?
Yeah, I thought that was cool. It's a really good, especially with that Nightmare Demon, because like, you know, you gotta. I mean, how are you gonna display it? You know, one figure, 3 heads, like.
Yeah, I thought it was a great idea.
Yeah, it was cool.
Not.
So yeah,
I think it, and it looked good. It displayed very well. I hope he does a few of them now.
Yeah, he's gonna send me one of those Nightmare Demons because I've got the figure myself, and it's a nice little stand.
Yeah, I think it's good. Them 3D printers, I'll tell you one thing, though, they seem to be well worth our money.
You can spend a lot of money on one if you want, though. Like, you know,
yeah,
pretty expensive. They make metal printing ones as well. They make hybrid ones that are like they'll print metal, but then they also have machining, like CNC machines inside of them, so you can like, you know, print layers and then come in and machine features on the inside, like, so you can get pretty crazy on those things now.
Wow. Okay. He seems to be enjoying it. It's almost like a hobby now to him.
Oh yeah, and he was waiting to get one of those for a while. He was sort of like thinking about it for like a year at least.
I was surprised to hear what he paid for it. I mean, it was much less expensive than I thought it would be.
Okay. Well, because Ellen, I told Ellen, when Cody done the video on it, and Ellen just looked at me and went, "No," and I was like, "Okay."
They're not bad though, you know. I mean, like considering, you know, the price of tools, they're not bad. And there's like so much. There's like so many models out there in like communities where people are sharing models and CAD and all that stuff. That, you can get into it and have a lot of fun printing stuff without doing a lot of the, you know, trickier stuff.
Yeah.
I think there's like for anyone, for no matter like how much level of involvement you want, you can get in and do it. Like I'm that dork who always goes to like the extreme. You know,
I honestly thought it was going to be something that you would have done. I thought it would have been something that you'd invest in.
Well, the interesting thing about it is like we'll have access to. We have like a bunch of 3D printers at work, but like I like to physically make stuff. Like you'll see me with like a chisel and a hand plane and shit because that's I love that. But like 3D printers are so sort of like, you know, you're not really stuff is being made, but you're not making it. You know?
Of course.
So like, they're not super interesting like that for me, but they are very useful. And like I said, you know, Cody is, you know, I don't think he'll get bored with it. You know, there's like
definitely not. You can see it with him because you can tell by him that he's going to have a lot to do. Yeah, he's going to have a lot to do with it, and you know he will stick with it definitely. And actually, the vinyl holders that he sent you
they're cool,
absolutely fantastic.
That was another one. He printed on the Nightmare Demon scene. He had like the stand, and then he had the little placard with the name. Yeah. So he did those vinyl holders that are modular as well. So I think me and David have the same one, but we have different things on it.
Okay, right.
Yours is black and orange.
Yeah, he asked what our favorite colors were, and I said,
yeah, that's right. Yeah,
mine's black and blue.
I do like black and orange. But
so Keith, has Ellen got any new Funko Pops?
You're kidding me. She's since we got this pod, we've had the spare room that was my movie room has now become the pod room, the Funko Pop room. Sorry, she has gone fucking crazy. Fine, you have.
No, I think I've seen Dave with one of the mini puffed ones.
Oh yeah. She said she's seen you with a mini puff one. She's trying to get them all. She's doing everything she can to get them all.
I just need three more.
3 more she needs.
That's why I'm never gonna buy a Funko Pop, because
We
if
just got
you
that.
buy one, I'm gonna end up with a room like you.
Hey, we're gonna send you one, Ben.
Yeah.
He's so ridiculous. I bought one once. We had like a Make-A-Wish kid who was gonna come through my work, because he was interested in the crazy weird shit we do, and I was told that he was like a little horror dude, that he loved like The Walking Dead. So I bought him the Daryl Dixon Funko Pop, the one with him on his motorcycle, and I was going to give it to him. And they fucked up with the shipping and didn't get it to me till after he came through our work. And then so I ended up giving that Funko Pop away on my channel very early on.
Yeah.
I think it was like a 20 subscriber giveaway or something.
Right.
I was like, hey man, let's pump some positivity and put this thing out there. So I did have one for a second, but I gave it away.
Yeah, because the one that David just showed there, the Muncher, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So believe it or not, she actually got that. She got that one, and she got another one of the marshmallow ones, the mini marshmallow ones, and I think it was working out at around £19, just a little over £19. And it's gotten that bad over here with custom charges. I'm fucking not kidding you. Between the two Funkos, they cost £19. She got a customs charge of £10.
Wow.
Half of what she actually paid.
Yeah.
So we just found out that apparently now over in this country, not only now are they taking a customs charge from the items that you buy, but they're also taking a charge off the delivery as well. So they're factoring in the delivery charges now as well. So I didn't realize that when I have that Puppet Masters collection coming, because I paid the most expensive delivery on it, which was around $80 to get that over here. And it's only when Ellen said it to me, the bastards are going to now not only get you on the item itself, but then the $80 delivery charge as well, they're going to fleece me on. So I'm actually half expecting to pay another €70 on top of that when it does come.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Was that just in Ireland? I mean, would it be the same if you lived over in the proper UK?
I think it's just Ireland. I think it's just Ireland. It's this country. Don't ever come over here. You'll leave broke. Trust me, it's one of the most expensive countries to live in at the moment. It's ridiculous. It's even hard to even drive a car around Ireland at the moment. The price of diesel at the moment, it's incredible. It's
the price of gas. I bet we got you beat. Maybe we got you beat. What do you pay?
Oh, I don't know. It's expensive over here. It's what is yours? How much is it?
It's like $5.20 a gallon.
A gallon.
No, what will we do it by liter?
We do it by liter, so it's around.
I'd have to do a conversion.
Yeah, if you can actually work it by liter, then we can tell you.
And you're talking about diesel compared to just regular unleaded gas.
Yeah,
Diesel.
actually, unleaded it's even worse.
Really?
Yeah.
I think gas here right now is like $3.15 or $3.20 or something like that.
Jesus Christ.
That's let's see. So 1 gallon is 3.785 liters.
And how much you say a gallon?
It's like 520 something last time I bought
California.
in California.
It's 320 here in Kentucky.
320. Is that a gallon?
Yeah.
Right. So
3.5.
I guess it's about $1.37 per liter for gas.
Yeah.
Ours
is 160.
No, diesel is 170.
Well, sorry, diesel is 170 a liter.
Euro.
It is over here. It's one of those things. It feels like that we just fill the car up and then a day later it's gone again. It's rough. They're doing everything. They're trying. It's amazing over in this country that they can put up the price of diesel. They can put up the price of electricity. They can put up the price of gas and all that. But then when it comes to people's wages, and even trying to put the minimum wage up. No, they won't go fucking near it.
Yeah.
It's I don't know how anyone affords to live in Ireland at the moment. To be honest, it's rough.
Cost of living raises. I mean, I've not had a cost of living raise in a couple of years.
Wow, right. It's they try everything. Luckily enough, they tried to bring in this tax. They were trying to tax us on water over here.
Water
water charges.
Yeah.
And thankfully, the whole country just got together, and we just started protesting, and they instantly stopped it. So. But then
sunshine tax. What do you pay for
what's
sunshine? No, I'm just kidding. I said, "What's your sunshine tax?" What do you pay for sunshine?
I was going to air tax. we live in bubbles over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's rough. It's not a great place to live in when it comes to money. It really isn't.
I mean,
my wife wants to visit Ireland so bad.
If you come over for a couple of days, I'm sure you'll be fine. But don't stay too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was broke for a long time, like a decade or so. And it was tricky living out here. Broke, but I've been in my same apartment for so many years. I got rent control, and back then they had rent since like the early 2000s. So I was like, okay,
right.
It's expensive. I can't really buy the shit I'd like to buy, but I just lived within my means, and I was able to do it. But now I see people like since then, like living in San Francisco is like. It's pretty crazy. I think it is the most expensive place you can live in America
right.
at the moment.
Wow.
And if you're not doing okay financially, I don't understand how there's fast food restaurants with workers in San Francisco. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that. See, over here, it's so strange, and we've spoken about this numerous times over here. It's actually very hard to get a full-time job over here. Like you said, like you were just talking about fast food restaurants and all that. Over here, you can't get full-time jobs in them. You can only get part-time. Because they don't want to, because there's a certain amount of hours that they let you work where they don't have to pay taxes on it.
Right.
And then that's what they do over here. So it's very hard to get a full-time job over here. So I don't know how, someone can get a part-time job and then try and afford rent or even a mortgage over here. It's borderline impossible. We went through a terrible time before but then you kind of put things into perspective as well, where money was very tight with us, but then we used to just say to each other, look, once the mortgage is covered, that's all that really fucking matters in the end. The films and all, like films can always be bought. They're not important. They're not that important. So that's our attitudes. Once the house is covered, that's all we care about. Everything else is a cherry on top. But thankfully, it's been a hell of a lot better now in the last couple of years. Thankfully.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. It's rough, man. I was broke as shit for years, and like that was back when you could buy like used Blockbuster DVDs for $1 or some shit. So I was like, okay, I'm still buying movies. I can afford it. Whatever.
I miss that so much. I really do. I'm not kidding you. You can't physically buy anything over here when it comes to movies. And I miss it. I really, really do. I said this to someone recently. I done a video on Resident Evil, Welcome to Raccoon City, and then I done a video on Halloween Kills. And there were the two films that I physically bought. And I think there were two films that I physically bought in 4 years, and that you just can't get them over here. It's hard. It's and you kind of miss it. Kind of miss the hunt of trying to find these movies.
I don't really go out and physically buy. Well, COVID's been a weird thing, so
yeah,
it's still very weird over here. I know. I understand. It seems like most of the country, or a lot of the country, seems like it's just sort of back to normal as far
Yeah.
as things are going. But it's still weird over here, and like, I don't get out to like physically buy stuff really.
But it's not. I presume it's not out of fear, though, is it?
It's just sort of now I'm used to this weird fucking pandemic lifestyle where I just like
Yeah.
It's like
A lot of people are like that.
It's just
Yeah,
like
I don't go out very often. I mean, if I can avoid it, I will. But
I can blanket. Like I try to, it's I try to hide from it a bit. Like because if I start thinking about it a lot, then I would never go to the cinema again. You know what I mean? And because did someone say that did Mark and his wife get COVID?
Yeah.
And did they know where they got it from?
I don't think he said like I know for a fact it was because I was exposed to this person or whatever.
Because that was our biggest worry. Because me and Ellen, we are very, since this hit, we try to stay away from the town as much as we can. But if it's going to get us anywhere, it would be in the cinema. Yeah. But then, having said that, we did go see Moonfall, and we're the only people there, so we don't have anything to worry about. So,
didn't you have it, Keith, over the Christmas holidays?
Yeah. I could not. I had it for 3 weeks. I just couldn't get rid of it. I lost my sense of taste and smell. Thankfully that came back, but it was one of those things that it started with kind of a raw throat, and then I got rid of the raw throat, and then all of a sudden I was just completely bummed up. I couldn't breathe through me, and then I got rid of that, and then all of a sudden the cough came on me, and then I got rid of the cough, and then all of a sudden the sore throat came back on me again. It just kept going around and around, and I kind of got to the point where I kind of sat down and I was like, this is not going to go. It literally was 3 weeks. It took me to actually get rid of it.
You have to get tablets.
I had to actually. I don't like taking tablets.
I don't either.
I hate it, and so I actually had to ring a doctor to prescribe me something. And thankfully, and I have to admit, it took one day with the tablets.
Are you a convert now? Are you a convert now?
Yeah. If that ever happens again, I'm straight down to the fucking doctors. I am fucked out. Lesson learned.
Yeah, I've had a couple of colds since COVID's come down. So every time I get a cold, I'm like, oh great, here it is. But like,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean everyone's paranoid now, right? I mean, if you just had the least little sniffle, like, oh god.
Yeah, that's what who was the fuck that used to say the world has so badly changed now that every time you cough now you nearly try to fart to hide it.
Yeah.
It really has, things have really changed. It's my brother had it at Christmas. My sister and her youngest son had it. Now I just found out that her baby has it.
Oof.
It's everywhere, but look, nothing's happened to them. It's my sister had a runny nose. That was it. Her son had nothing at all. The baby, nothing. Bit of a runny nose. That's it. So, I suppose you have to be kind of happy about that as well, that nothing really bad happened.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it won't. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean you should be, stupid about it all and just be fucking careless.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like in a seminar thing with someone who tested positive, so I like had to quarantine myself
right
for a little bit, and it was a bummer. I know.
I use covered. Sorry, Ben. Do you have a COVID payment over there that you are when you're not working? The government cover you when it comes to money.
I don't. I'm like I have salary, so I just get paid regardless.
Right. No, because they did bring that over here, that if you actually did get COVID, there is a COVID payment that when you're out of work, because they won't pay you over here when you're out with COVID, so the government pay you for it.
there was like COVID stimulus stuff. I didn't get in on any of that, but I know some people did. And
Right.
I think also, at least we have just like our system is just like, if you're sick, don't come into work,
Yeah.
But we don't have like sick time per se. Like
Okay.
some people have like sick time but we got like a bunch of extra sick time, even though we never use it for COVID stuff. So
Right.
My wife had it back in August, I think, of last year, and she was allowed 4 days off from work.
Okay.
Anything after that, she was docked for pay. So.
Oh wow, are you serious?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Or she had to use vacation time.
That's that. And you said she's a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
That's shocking. That is really because the chances of her getting it.
Oh no! I mean, I hear every day that I had another student test positive, and
Jesus Christ, that's unbelievable. I tell you one thing, it's disgusting. I don't care what anyone says. These people, like I said, teachers, nurses, they don't get looked after, and it's wrong. It's so wrong. It's I'll never fully understand it.
It's pretty crazy, but like no one gets looked after is the problem,
Unless you're
a politician. I bet you the government do.
Oh yeah, if you're a senator, you get looked after.
Yeah, fucking right you do.
But like, I mean, it's crazy because I remember even when I was broke, just trying to like scrape together a living, like, I'd see teachers and they're like raking in the cash compared to what I was doing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And they'll get like their summers off. It's like, ooh, that's a cushy ass gig, but
for
a lot of other people, they don't do great. I think California is a pretty good place to be a teacher. There's a strong union here.
Okay.
And you get, you top out, but you get, where you top out is a very livable wage in most of California. So,
right. Okay.
But I have some cousins that are teachers. One is in Illinois and the other's in Arizona. And they, it's different over there. So
right. But look, the good thing is it seems to be kind of dying down now. Definitely over here. Things are really now starting to get back to normal. I think at the end of March, they're going to remove the whole mask thing where you don't have to wear a mask anymore. So things are really getting back to normal. Now, whether or not I still could see myself probably still wearing a mask, if I'm being totally honest. I think that's part of my life now, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's not mandatory here.
Right.
It's suggested, but I see more and more people not wearing them now. I still don't feel comfortable going out without one.
Right.
I have caught myself, like making a quick run to the gas station and forgetting to put it on, and I feel like I'll leave. But yeah,
my brother actually, he works in an off license over here, or a liquor store, and so he's very strict. He won't allow anyone in without a mask, and it is illegal over here. If you don't wear a mask, you're not allowed in. But these two lads came in one day and they didn't have masks on. And he just told them, look, I'm not going to serve you, so leave. And one of them got really angry. And he just came over and he just spat right in my brother's face. He did. And again, you're in that job where you have to kind of be disciplined, even though he did that to you. Where he kind of turned around and he went, bye-bye. He just started saying, bye-bye, get out. And he came over and then he done it again. And people just hate it over here when they're told to wear masks. They get so angry.
I think like here, spitting on someone is a form of assault.
Yeah. Well, he did. It is. Yeah. He did he rang the guards over here, and they come over and he pressed charges. He did. It's a disgusting thing. I don't care what anyone says. It's absolute vile. And then not only that, what makes it even worse is when you have a COVID out. It's just ridiculous. It's a horrible thing.
That's one thing that is nice about working late at work when I go in and I just sit at my desk without a mask on.
Yeah.
If there's you're supposed to wear a mask at all times in the building, work. But especially so if there's someone in the room with you.
Yeah.
So like if I'm working at night, I just have my mask on my desk, and I'm all comfy and shit.
Well, I drive, so I don't have to worry about any of that either. So I'm a courier, so you know, I work by myself. I never have to worry about until I actually get to my destination. That is, but so it is nice. It's nice to not have to actually, you know, constantly have, like, I see people and they're wearing them like them masks, you know, 8-9 hours a day. I don't know how to do it. I really don't.
Yeah, it's kind of lame. It's
Yeah.
where times we're in, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I mean, people here are very opposed. Some people here are very opposed to wearing masks as well.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's everywhere.
I saw some chick like testifying. She was like, I don't know what her major malfunction was, but she was just like, you know, acting as if she was going to suffocate to death because there was a
Right. Okay.
like, or that it was like an assault on her soul, or like, you know, whatever.
Wow.
Just you know, whatever.
People just come up with some of the biggest kind of crap.
Like,
you know,
even if you don't like it, who cares? You know.
Yeah. Exactly.
Even if you're not going to do it, then just don't do it, and you know,
there you go.
Such a fucking weirdo about it, you know.
Exactly. Right, lads, look, I'm going to have to go. It's actually getting very late. It's 5 o'clock in the morning over here, so I'm going to actually let you go. I actually have to get up for work in the morning, believe it or not.
All right.
So,
well, thanks for joining us, Keith.
No, again, thanks for having me. And yeah, look, I'll probably talk to you again very soon, okay?
Absolutely.
All right, take it easy, lads.
Good night, man.
Good luck.
Good old Keith. Always nice to stream with him.
Yeah, I like Keith. He's a good guy.
I'm glad to see his channel is doing really well too.
Yeah, he's really taken off in the last 6 months.
Yeah, it's great. I remember when he was a new channel. I think Andrew Ballina had shouted him out, and that's how I just learned about him. But he really didn't have like many subscribers, so it's been great to see his channel grow. Speaking of channel growth, Death Central in the house, that guy's got like tens of thousands of subscribers now, so his channel's done pretty well too.
I think I won Keith's 200 subscribers contest. I mean, that's, you know, he's grown so much in the last year and a half.
Yeah, I mean, so is John, for instance, right?
Yeah.
It's great. Let me run back through this. I have been a little delinquent on the chat here. But Ben Grimm was talking about how the Oscars aren't requiring master vaccine cards to attend, which is a little surprising. But I also feel like many of those people in that crowd are going to be vaccinated and also wearing masks.
And the vaccination isn't foolproof. I mean,
no, a lot of people get sick
yeah,
that have been vaccinated.
my wife got it, you know, and she had both the shots. So
allegedly, from my understanding, though, it is symptoms are a little not as bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think legally in California, I think, like, I'm not sure exactly where the mandate is, but I know that it's a lot more loosened up than it was, or I think they're planning on like actually like rolling back the mandate next month or this month, or something. But yeah, but anyway, yeah. Hobbs says he would have been pissed off after that first spit. Yeah,
I was just thinking, have you ever been spat on before?
Have I been spat on before? Not like that, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm not sure I would handle that. I've never been spat on.
Do you think you would be getting a fight if someone spat on you?
I'm usually pretty easygoing, but that might push me over the edge.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I have not been in a fight since 5th grade. So I don't know that like I would fight someone.
I never got into a fight with anyone except for my brothers. You know, I
Patrick
was
says,
always one that tried to avoid confrontation.
yeah, I think Patrick says he's been spit on. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Kevin's saying it's been pretty stale at 40K. He's about to hit his cap, so he's plateaued at 40,000 subscribers. I've plateaued at whatever number I'm at right now. I've been here like
at 400, so I'm
that's
feeling
pretty good. You've been doing this only like a year or something, right? A little over a year.
I haven't really done a lot as much as I used to lately.
Yeah, Hobbs says he would be jailed because he would have attacked that dude. Yeah, I mean that's not very cool to spit on anyone, even if it wasn't like weird COVID times.
Yeah.
Kevin says he'd probably get in a fight. Yeah, I mean I'm not I'm just not like an angry dude, so and maybe because I'm not an angry dude, people don't often like spit at me or whatever. You know, like I don't give people that many reasons to spit at me, I guess, but hard to say. Ben Grimm was just mentioning the only lift the mandate for rich people and not for something like concerts or normal people can attend. But I think the whatever mask mandate currently in California for like concerts is because of the venue. It's like venue. It's not like it's not a state law or whatever. So, but what do I know? I haven't been to a concert in years. So.
Yeah, I haven't been to one, but I know my niece went to see. I can't think of the guy's name. I think he's from Australia. Anyways, she had to go get a test and provide proof that she'd been vaccinated before she could even get inside the venue. So,
last show I went to was before COVID.
Yeah, me too.
Black Sabbath, baby, good show though. Those guys still had it.
Foo Fighters for me.
And also it's a time warp, dude. Like when I say you've only had your channel for a year, then I think back and I'm like, wait, we've been in COVID for like 10 years, haven't we? Or like, wait, yeah. Like my sense of time is so fucked up because
I hit a year last July, so yeah, it's been about a year and a half.
Okay. Yeah, it's a time warper, man. It's a weird fucking time warper.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Did it started in 19, right? Because it was called COVID-19. So I was trying to think. I haven't been back to the office since March of 2019. Is that right?
I want to say it was I don't remember.
Or maybe it was March of 20.
I think it was 20. I don't think it was 2019. Let me do a quick little search here. First lockdown USA occurred I guess in January. So it looks like it was the beginning of 2021. Is that right?
Yeah. December 2019 is when it was first experienced in Wuhan.
January 20th, 2020 is when the CDC first confirmed the first U.S. test or case of COVID-19.
Yeah. So it was March of 2020 is when I last was in the office.
It's weird, man. I did do that. I was doing like that seminar thing at work, and like it was the first time in years that I had to like be somewhere specific in like in a morning. It was like, it was weird. And I was like, oh shit, I took a moment and just was like, this was the first time I actually had to be at a location by a certain time in years. It was weird.
Yeah.
Ben says 19 because it's the 19th variant.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, they're talking about making us go back to the office at least twice a week beginning in March, and I'm just not sure how I'm going to react to that, because working from home, I have freedoms. I don't have to constantly be at my computer and doing this and that. I feel like I'm going to be bored out of my mind in the office.
You might. Can you bring a guitar in with you?
I may have to take it with me.
I mean, I've always had a weird sort of schedule, and a job where, like, if you get your work done, no one really gives a fuck how you do it.
Yeah, same here. And there may be days where I might need 8 hours to get everything done, and there may be days where I get everything done within 4 or 5, and then I can just kind of skirt the rest of the day or whatever. But I don't know.
It is gonna be weird, and also kind of like, I think people at my company, I think it's just sort of like, if you're a software engineer, like, there's not a super huge reason to go into work, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and most of the people that work where I work are software engineers. So
Yeah, I think it's pretty much manager discretion. I mean, my manager has said that if you don't have to come in the office, by all means, stay working from home. But he would like to see us come in at least once or twice a week, which I don't see the need for it. But if it's just to be seen, okay.
It is kind of weird. Like, I think our manager was like saying that, yeah, like when we do return back to sort of normal work thing, like it's something like, coming to work once a week or some shit, like, and it's just kind of a weird thing. And I think for a lot of jobs, you have to, like, I guess a lot of people, you have to ride them to get any fucking work out of them or whatever. So
Yeah.
like, working from home just doesn't work for a lot of people if you actually want to get shit accomplished.
I don't know. I think the higher ups feel like that if people are around other people, it will spark conversations and generate all these new ideas and this and that. But I don't know. Me personally, I feel like that from a productivity standpoint, I've gotten more done in the last 2 years with having meetings virtual and people having to pay attention, and meetings having more of an agenda than just hey, we'll have a meeting just for the sake of having a meeting to talk about this.
To justify my mid management position.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, for me, like, not going into work, I liked going into work because that was a big social, like I'm social, like, now, right, and through Messenger and what all that stuff, but like face to in real life, I'm not like going out to the clubs and shit, and like, so like actually being around people, or not being around people, I should say, takes its toll in a weird way. You know what I mean? If you live alone during all this COVID shit, like when I used to go into work and I was around like hundreds of people every day, and it was just like, you have little social interactions here, and like you see people and grab lunch with people and shit. And like, it's I mean, I don't know, it has a pretty big impact on my actual just like sort of social existence. But
I mean, most of my friends are coworkers.
Yeah.
Then of course I met you and Cody and John and Phil and Mark and some others in the horror community, and have developed friendships with them. But it's all virtual at the moment.
Yeah.
I'd eventually like to see you in person and see Phil and Mark.
I mean, that is cool that you got to meet up with Cody and John, though, and like, and Cody got to meet up with Mark and you and John, and vice versa. So it is cool to see that there's some like IRL crossover too.
Yeah,
I live pretty far away, but
I live super close to Josh or Hobbs. I mean, he's only an hour and 30 minutes at most away from me. And
well, you guys should get together and go spin on someone together.
Yeah. And then Martin's close too. He's just in Louisville, which is in the same state as me, and so is Corey from King Gore.
Yeah, I feel like I'm trying to figure out if there was like if I would be meeting up with people. If
Ben
they
Grimm's
were
close to you, isn't he? Is he close?
He's not close to me. He's on the other
Oh,
side.
he's not. He's in California, isn't he?
I don't think he's in California.
Okay.
Ben, you're not in California, are you? I would say he's like over like in Maryland or something. I don't remember exactly.
Rick's in California though, right?
Rick is not in California.
Oh, he's not?
No, he's in not Texas. Is he in Arizona maybe or out of New Mexico? I don't remember. Somewhere in there, southwest area. Mr. Bones across the bridge from Kentucky.
Which bridge might that be?
The Kentucky Bridge. Kevin's a Canadian. I don't know that much. You could probably meet up with Phil though.
Phil's only 7 hours away from me. I mean, the drive to see Phil is no longer than the drive it would take for me to drive to see Mark in North Carolina, South Carolina.
I guess it just seems like because there's a
border.
Yeah. Ben Grimm grew up in California, Chula Vista, but he lives in Oklahoma.
Okay. I was thinking that Ben was in California also.
I know Danny from Trash Stash is out in the North Bay, sort of somewhere up in Sonoma County, so he's nearish me.
Really?
Yeah.
I was thinking he was like somewhere over like in Boston or something like that.
Because of the way he talks, you mean?
Yeah.
I think he's from Illinois, maybe. Or am I making that up? I thought for some reason he was from Illinois, but he moved out here at some point. But yeah. I mean, it's been pretty amazing to meet like all the friends I've made on YouTube has been great. I would have thought like maybe like Facebook. I would have thought like I would have maybe made more connections on Facebook, but like all my Facebook friends that I'm connected with are from YouTube. It's pretty
same here.
Like all those horror groups and shit, I never really like actually made any friends in them. I made like friends from YouTube. So
yeah, I mean, same for me. I mean, I met people in the horror community and also in the violent communities. I mean, and my other Facebook friends are just people I went to high school with who were just, being snoops and want to know what's going on since high school.
I'm not on Facebook too often these days, really.
I'm primarily on Instagram and YouTube.
I'm on Instagram all the time and YouTube, but like I get frustrated with Facebook because like I want it to be a linear, like I want to see posts as like from the time they're posted, not like whenever the fucking algorithm says you should see that dude's post. And you used to be able to do that, and then I get frustrated because I'm like, I feel like I'm missing stuff, but seeing too much of other stuff. You know what I mean? Like, so then I just get frustrated. So I'm not on Facebook too much, but Instagram does the same shit, but it's a little easier to keep up, I think.
Yeah.
Kevin says Ian from Dagler and Quentin are close to him. Both those guys seem cool. I don't talk to them too much though, but oh yeah, Ben Grimm said he's met some people, some YouTubers like Amy, Texas Frightmare Weekend, and Jamie from Horror Show. I don't know. I'm not familiar with Horror Show, I don't think. Do you know who Jamie from Horror Show is, David?
No. I'm familiar with Amy's Autopsy, but not Jamie.
Amy's great, man. She was one of the first channels I subscribed to. back in the day. And actually, her channel I found from a Facebook group. So, uh, but she's doing great these days. But I've never met her. But I remember like she did a video of Texas Frightmare weekend and she had met some people and whatnot. And I was like, that looks like fun, you know, like I would like to go one of these days to like I don't know, a big con somewhere and just like I'm sure I'd meet up with some people. It'd be fun, but then COVID happened and I was like, oh yeah, maybe I'll just stay here.
Are you friends with Art with Horror?
I'm Instagram friends with him, but
Yeah. He's in California. I just don't know where.
he's in Southern California, I'm pretty sure.
And then Jose from
Cinema of the Dead. He's also Southern California. There's a lot of Southern California dudes, which is about 400 miles from me.
No, I was thinking Jose from Master Chaos TV.
Oh, I'm not really up on him. I remember you did like a collaboration with him, but I haven't really watched his stuff too much.
He just he wrote I guess a screenplay for The Curse of La Llorona.
Okay.
Got made into a movie recently.
Was it the movie that got panned by critics and everyone alike?
Well, I think it was a lower budget movie. It had Danny Trejo in it though.
Yeah, that's pretty. I mean, I guess he does lower budget movies, but that's still pretty good.
Yeah. Maybe it wasn't called The Curse. Maybe just called La Llorona. I don't remember, but it was something he helped write the screenplay for.
Dave Mackett just moved out to Southern California too.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of the the Hollywood sites he's visited and this and that.
Yeah.
Is he filming a movie out there? Is that what he's working on?
I hope so because I lent him some money for it. I hope he's working on it. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I thought he was just moving out here temporarily to work on the film.
Yeah.
But then next thing I knew, he's like living out here. So
yeah, he's working as a shorthand cook or something like that, or
yeah, it seems like it's gone well for him though. There's like he's hanging out with people that he seems like he's got a better social life and maybe like he says he's lost a lot more weight since he's been out here, so that's cool too.
Yeah.
I don't really think about it much, but he's lost a lot of weight, dude.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if you used to watch him back in the day, but he was one of the first channels I was watching on YouTube because he was part of like the old school horror hangout crew.
Mm-hmm.
And I just remember seeing them and I subscribed to all them and stuff. And yeah, he's lost a lot of weight, like I don't know, maybe 200 pounds or something.
Really?
Yeah. He had a bypass surgery, but he's still done very, very good to continue losing the weight ever since then. Jamie and Fuego and Cecil Laird from the horror show. A lot of stuff with Cody Leach and CP.
Aren't they in New Mexico or Arizona or something like that?
I'm not sure. I don't really watch Cody Leach or Drum Dums much. I guess they're pretty big horror YouTubers these days, though.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, I watched Cecil from the horror show. He was supposed to be working on a fan film, Dylan's New Nightmare, where they got the kid that played Dylan in the.
Oh yeah, I remember. Maybe Beth or someone was talking about that.
Yeah, and Dave McRae is going to be playing Freddy in this fan film.
Right.
And then Cody Leach I follow. CP I know who he is just through Cody Leach, and Drum Dums I follow too.
I mean, I was like I don't know. There's a bunch of weird drama and like fallout and weird shit with that whole crew. So I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it turns out like if I don't, I ended up like I hardly ever watch the bigger YouTubers because I'm not friends with them, and like I'm just busy enough watching all my friends' shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like up with my friends, and I'd rather just watch their videos and like, you know, watch some random like fucking review of some shit I've already seen before. So
Yeah.
more power to them and all that. But you know,
I know Beth is close to Lee from Drum Dums.
yeah, she's like a mod or something on
Yeah,
this.
she's a mod on his channel, and they chat back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, you know, more power to them.
Yeah.
Death Central is saying that Dave was his first or second connection to the horror community on YouTube. I remember, Kevin, when you had just like you might have had less subscribers than me at some point. But I remember we were both pretty new. I have like 100 subscribers.
I think you were my first or second, I guess, to the horror community. Andrew was my first, Andrew Ballina, and then I think I learned of your contest through him, maybe.
Okay.
Where I did the Alfred. What was it?
Alfred Big Cock.
Alfred Big Cock, yeah. Psycho.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun. That was a fun contest, man.
Yeah.
I meant to do a contest a long time ago for 500 subscribers, I think. But then I have 600, and I was going to do a contest, but then I like realized I don't make YouTube videos anymore. But I do plan on making them again, and I have some prizes, man, for whenever. I gave one of my prizes to Phil for the holidays, so that was something I was going to give away for a prize, but ended up giving it to him instead. Ben Grimm said, huh?
I was curious how many people were watching.
Got 7, it says.
Because I know you're probably anxious to try the new amp out.
It's too late now, though.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. I have a self-inflicted curfew of 9 p.m. After 9. I just don't play because I don't want to be a dickhead to my neighbors.
Is there a headphone jack for it?
Say again?
Is there a headphone jack for it?
I mean, I actually don't have my new cabinet yet, though, either.
Oh, okay.
So I'd just be plugging it into my
FR.
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah, I was actually online looking at one today called a Spark amp. You familiar with that?
It's like an amp simulator, is that right?
Yeah, like a modeler or something like that. Yeah. I don't know. My friend's got one. He said that's worth looking into.
I want to say like I saw Music is Win do a video on maybe it was like a paid promotion or a promotional video or something on the Spark. But it's like at a phone app, right? It's like an amp in a phone app that you can, I mean, it looked pretty cool. If it's pretty good, I don't know if it's good, but
it's not very expensive. It's like $300 maybe.
Yeah.
But I've really been wanting to check out a Vox amp.
Yeah, I think I'm just on a roll of spending money, so I figured I might as well get an amp too. Thank you, Patrick, by the way. He says, good stream, fellas. I appreciate that. Kevin was saying editing was awesome. Yeah, those were fun videos. I used to have fun making like weird edited videos and stuff.
Yeah, I enjoy that part of making the videos.
Yeah.
I mean, I do everything from my phone, so it would be fun to learn how to do some of that stuff, like with true editing software. But
I get so frustrated trying to do shit on my phone, like video shit on my phone, because like, well, part of it's because I'm used to like software that's like, you know, a lot more powerful than the phone app stuff, and then like on the phone, I always want to do something that I can't quite do, and like, so it frustrates me.
Yeah. Well, I was watching one of your videos.
You know, like I know you can do it. I know people do it.
Yeah. Well, I was watching your video, and it was, I think it was for the Try Me video where you were playing like the lead, like up in the corner.
Oh, that was what the hell's the name of that song by the Duchess and the Duke?
Yeah,
Reservoir Park.
Yeah. That's something I can't do. I mean, I can do a picture in picture, but you had like, it was like the corners and edges were faded, and you could.
Yeah, that one. They're both videos I shot on my phone, but then I edited them in Premiere Pro. Yeah, it's just like, and it's easy to do too, shit like that. So like,
Yeah.
It's like shit like that. If you want to try to do something like that on your phone, it's a pain in the asshole.
Yeah. Yep, green screen can be a pain in the asshole sometimes too.
I thought I got a green screen because I thought when I did my channel originally, I was like, I'm gonna just do a bunch of green screen. I'm just gonna sit in front of a green screen and put weird shit, like that have to do with whatever theme I'm doing for the video, And I was, and then I don't think I've ever shot a single green screen video in my life.
I always like your lighting though, how you kind of have the glow of the pink neon on one side of your face, and then the blue kind of.
Yeah, I have a bunch of different scenes set up on my phone that I can select from. The sort of standard is red on my face, green on the TV, and blue coming behind me, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But then I have 80s color one, which is like pink and blue, and I have a bunch of them. Yeah. But I always like that too. I mean, I don't know. I like making YouTube videos. For some reason, like I'm now out of sort of the practice of doing it, so like it feels like a weird hurdle I have to sort of break into to start doing it again. But yeah, Kevin says his channel got popular for kill count, so he just only does those videos. Those are good though, and editing's always good on those.
Yeah,
I can't remember who was saying he didn't like the music in them, but I always like the music in them because I like metal. Was it Cody? Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, someone was saying that they weren't a fan of the metal stuff, but I like the metal. But I do have. I'm gonna do that top 5 horror movies from 1980 tag. Even if it sucks, I'm just gonna edit it and put it out there.
Who started that? I mean,
that was started by Full Moon 1973.
Because I'm up to 1986 now. I'm just like,
yeah, I know. I mean, I thought it was cool that it inspired like you, for instance, Andrew Bellina, and various people sort of like start making. I mean, it's an interesting premise for a video, so I thought it was pretty cool.
I think I saw Jason and Joe maybe do them first, or Horror Man, and Horrific Nightmares JM. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say, I know Full Moon 73 started this latest tag going around. But like I remember, like I used to think I was gonna do like ranking videos and shit. I thought I'd be doing more movie reviews than I have done. But who knows? I ended up just doing more like collection stuff.
Yeah. Since I've joined, I've started buying physical media again, which I had stopped for a long time.
But now at least you're buying the good stuff, dude.
Yeah.
Getting the media books.
This is my first one, I believe. I don't think I own any other ones besides this one.
I own a few media books. I'd say more.
Was the latest The Fog set? Was that a media book as well?
I have the Fog Media book. It's like a
Uh-huh.
padded media book.
Okay.
But the latest Fog set that they put out in the 4K set that came out recently,
Yeah. Yeah.
From Studio Canal is not a media book.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Then this is my first one.
I mean, I like the media book, so
Yeah.
But-
So I mean, my channel started off just being collectibles, and now it's movies and vinyl and guitar covers and
I know. I know no one signed up for like cool thing. What the hell, bro? Hold on a second.
time to go for a walk.
Get out of there. Get out of there, fucker. Weirdo. What the hell? Don't just go into the bathroom and start barking, you weird fucker. What was I? Oh yeah, I feel bad posting music stuff on YouTube, and so I try to alternate between horror and music videos. And then I felt bad about doing it on Instagram too, because I know most people on there like the horror stuff, or that's why they're following me. So then I started a new Instagram just for music stuff.
Yeah.
But then it's also frustrating when you like post something and like it gets like 4 views or something, and like one person likes it, and you're like, oh, why do I even bother? Like, but that's how it goes, I mean, whatever. I'd be doing it. I'd be doing it anyway. So
Yeah, I like doing covers and I like posting them, but to your point, it can be frustrating sometimes. I mean, I don't ever see myself getting, like hundreds and hundreds of views on something like that. But
oh yeah. I mean, I like Facebook's the worst because these are like my friends, my IRL friends and family and stuff. You expect they'd be interested in what you're doing, but they're not interested in what I'm doing.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
It's like, so it's like a little like Facebook is more demoralizing than anything, to be honest with you.
Yeah, my mom will give me a thumbs up and like, "Thanks, mom." And my aunt will too.
Yeah, but I know my mom
actually plays guitar and sings. That he never.
Yeah,
he doesn't care.
I know that's samesies. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's it's weird. But I mean, I spend a lot of time making music stuff, so for me it's fun, and it's been documenting. It's a little like Keith was talking about, like one of the Prince cover I did a long time ago. It's a little cringy looking back at some of those videos, just because I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like I've gotten a little better at least, but it's just the process, I'm just going to keep posting shit regardless of who looks at it, because there are some that like no one looks at their shit, and in fact I too just like scan right by their shit. And I'm like, but they keep posting, man, so more power to them.
Yeah, I've got a few friends on Facebook that I see posts on a regular basis, but I don't always stop to see what they're posting.
Facebook is hard, like I said, like I see most of the same people posting all the time, and then I feel like a lot of them are posting memes or whatever, and then I feel like I miss like actual life events that if people are posting about them. But then like there's just like you just are at the mercy of whatever the fuck their algorithm throws at you, and then I get frustrated.
And then I try to avoid negative people sometimes, and sometimes a lot of these Facebook posts can be negative. I'm just like, oh, whatever.
I do a pretty good job of not dealing with negative fuckers.
Yeah, in fact, I find that Instagram is a lot better for me personally, because you either have a picture or you don't have a picture, and
yeah,
it's a lot easier to just scroll past something if you don't care about it.
Yeah, I think like there's probably less shit posting too,
that's my experience anyways.
But then there's also a lot more weird bots that are trying to like send me like weird requests, and like you got hacked, and like it's just like some like girl was trying to message me the other day. She's like, why don't you talk to me? And I was like, because I thought you were a goddamn robot. And well, why'd you think that? Because every robot that ever talks to me says the exact same shit as you. I feel like I'm being a dick now just because there's some robot fucking trying to steal my money. You know what I mean? Like,
is this the girl that
like,
wanted to write a screenplay for?
no, this is a totally different girl.
Oh,
I don't even know what her story is. It was interesting because she said she worked at Walmart, and I was like, okay, well, that's a weird, interesting thing for a robot to say. I'm intrigued, but like, you can pretty much tell who's like a catfish account and not. It seems pretty fucking obvious to me. You know what I mean? Who's like a genuine person and who isn't.
yeah. This guy
So
named Patrick sends me cat reels all the. Oh, hey Patrick.
that weird fucker. I gotta admit, I probably send him weirder shit than he sends me. So, but I mean, I've met some people through Instagram, but I do end up spending a lot more time on Instagram than on Facebook. So in a sense, I can't be too mad if I post something and no one really pays attention to it because I'm not on Facebook to pay attention to their shit either. So
Yeah.
Mr. Bones says Killbot. Well, dude, if it was a Killbot, I'd probably hook up with that fucker. Killbots are sexy, man. I mean, yeah. I mean, you can pretty much tell who's like. Do you get like weird fake people trying to like message you and like all that weird shit? I know I can't be the person who's getting like weird fucking catfish people trying to pull romance scams or some shit on them.
If they're not someone I'm friends with and I don't recognize them, then I usually don't open it.
Yeah, I don't like if someone like requests to send me a message and the message is hi or hello. Like,
Yeah.
great. Good job. If you actually wanted to say something, then you should have probably done that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will I will
I've got
probably
one right now from someone named Cindy. Hey, I'm on the promoter team at such and such.
Oh, those are just pure like spam posts. Yeah. Those are just like anytime I get one of those, I just report it and block them.
Yeah.
That's like pure spam. But yeah. Patrick says he gets people offering their followers. Yeah. That's the weird shit. The weird shit like let me pull up this one I got the other day. Because I was like so like uninterested. Like this Jessica, right? Kurt is her name. She's got 523 followers who are bots maybe. But her like this is her initial conversation like, hello Ben, hey there. And then like many days later, how come you're not talking to me? Because what the fuck am I supposed to say to that? You know, like we're not gonna have we don't have similar interests. It's not like you're a genuine person who like has anything to offer me other than like some fake ass like romance scam you're trying to pull, right? And this is on my new Ben on my new account, and I was asking her like, are you a musician or something? I was trying to like, obviously whatever, like she is not a genuine person, but I was going to engage with her for a second. And she's like, no, are you? And I'm like, have you never looked at my account? Like that's all I post on this account is music shit. So I don't know. I have no time for fake ass people. There's enough real people that I'd rather spend time with.
Yeah.
And I get weird like fake friend requests on Facebook, but like not weird messages shit. So it feels a little less intrusive. But I've actually made some pretty good friends on Instagram as well.
Yeah. Anthony is someone that I don't talk to regularly, but I mean we've exchanged phone numbers and we text back and forth.
I streamed with him once.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. I'd never actually seen Anthony until that stream.
Yeah, I hadn't either. And And I was like, dude, why don't you stream with us one of these nights on
Yeah.
Saturday? And he said, yeah, I will one of these days. It was pretty fun. I ended up streaming with him. I thought I was just going to jump on and like chill for a second, but then I ended up streaming for hours and I was like, oh, okay.
Have you heard anything from Derek?
No, not in a long time.
Yeah, it's been a very long time.
You know, I tried to be social with him, and he's I don't know. Some people you can't really sort of get through to, I guess.
I always enjoyed it when he would pop in the chat because he always had a lot to say and stuff. And then what few times I did see him on people's streams, he seemed very knowledgeable.
I like
him. Yeah. He was on the Midnight Hour a few times with Patrick and Hobbs during the early episodes.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I mean, I like him, but he seemed like some people are just. He seems like he's very conflicted on wanting to be social and not wanting to be social. And some people are like that. So I didn't feel like I formed too strong a bond with him because of that.
Sean Blue Digital's been really quiet too lately.
Yeah, he has.
And so is Trashy, or you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I always did say Frosty.
Trashy?
Yeah.
Who the hell's Trashy?
Trashy.
Trashy.
I can't think of his name now. That's how long it's been. He hosted like a 24-hour marathon once with King Gore.
4-hour marathon with King Gore.
A 24-hour marathon. The trench coat, Trenchy. I meant Trenchy.
Oh, Trenchy. Yeah.
Not Trashy, Trenchy.
Trenchy.
Yeah, he's been.
Trenchy's a dude I mostly saw on streams though.
Yeah.
I've seen a few YouTubers who like were around a lot, sort of come and go, and I think that's sort of the ebb and flow of YouTube. Like, I still feel like I'm active with a lot of YouTubers, through the streams and whatnot, and all that stuff. But I haven't actually been making very many videos in the past year or so. So I hear you.
Yeah. Oh, Mr. Bones, a different Derek.
Yeah. Old school Shinobi.
Old school Shinobi, yeah.
I liked him.
Yeah, I did too. And then my friend Eric, Last Venom 76, he's kind of goes through spurts where he posts stuff frequently, and then he'll disappear for a month or two and then come back.
Yeah, he was an early dude I knew on YouTube back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And then he stopped doing like horror stuff.
Yeah,
he was doing more like other stuff, but Marty from Trash Picture Show. Are you talking about Trenchy there, Mr. Bones, or are you talking about?
I think about Martin over in Ireland.
No, I know who Marty from Trash
okay.
Picture Show is.
Yeah.
But he says he was on a stream with Marty a few nights ago.
Oh.
Soulless Trenchcoat, I'm going to assume, is who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marty's got a good sense of humor.
I didn't realize that he and Jim were dating until recently.
Yeah, man. I was really happy for them.
Yeah, me too. So it's not something that they've been doing for a long time. It's fairly new then, right? The relationship?
It's not that new.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. We're in COVID weird time warp time, so it's hard to say. I mean, I feel like it's been half a year or so.
Okay, yeah.
Like that, but I have no idea.
Then again, I didn't know that Christian was her son either until recently.
Yeah. I like Jen and Christian a lot too. They're like early friends on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I'm just tickled that she seems so like happy with Marty. It makes me smile. So I was really happy to hear that. Let's see. Patrick says he likes Derek. He was a good guy. He wears his heart on his sleeve. True. Trenchy was on Marty's stream a few nights ago. I missed. I feel like there's a bunch of streams I missed because I just been like not on YouTube when certain streams are happening.
Yeah, I saw a video that Marty posted recently that he's probably going to be cutting back on his YouTube uploads because he's got a new job. I think at a toy store, he said.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so he's super stoked about it.
Yeah, man. I don't know what his old job was, but I always like my sort of general philosophy has always been to seek work that I found interesting and then hope that money would follow. And for like a decade, it didn't. I was broke as fuck, but ultimately it's worked out pretty well for me. But like, I would hate to have like a job that I just hated, just so I can make money.
Yeah.
It hasn't always worked for me, but so I understand. Either that or have a job that you really hate, but you make a fuck ton of money so you can like retire early as balls,
Yeah. I don't know how long I would be able to put up with that. But if I was making hella good money, then.
Well, that's what I mean. I
Yeah.
had a friend, he made a lot of money doing sales, but he ultimately just didn't like sales. So he stopped doing it, and then he didn't make that much money at all for a long time.
Yeah.
But he wasn't
happy.
Sales, yeah. So he was happier. But yeah, I mean it's tricky.
I'm gonna step away just for a minute or two.
I think we're coming up on like 9:40. I think probably I'll just go ahead and like end it then. Okay. So otherwise I'll just be standing around shooting the shit. But thanks for joining me. I didn't know who, if anyone was going to hang out, but I had fun hanging out with you and Keith.
Yeah, I was beginning to wonder if we were going to have a stream tonight because Cody hadn't said anything. Then
Cody hadn't said anything, and then I was like, oh wait, I was supposed to do the stream, wasn't I? Because of like Valentine's Day and shit or something.
I forgot about it too.
So I'm glad I remembered beforehand. And then because I was thinking like, oh, I got this new amp coming. I might just not do the stream because I want to be playing it. But then it didn't end up coming until much later. So
yeah,
but it did come. This thing's adorable, dude.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
I thought it was like a blue color in the picture you sent me. Was that something else I was looking at? Maybe.
It's got a blue light on the front. But it might have been one of the other ones. I've seen a few of them come in like a blue suede.
Yeah.
But no, this one's black Tolex, and so it was a 212 cabinet I got. Patrick, have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow on the IFC night stream. Kevin, thanks for hanging out, dude, as usual. Mr. Bones, always a pleasure. Bang Grim, if you're still here. Thanks, dude, for hanging out. And everyone else. And I guess until next time. Peace, David.
See you, man.